And we're live.
We are live.
We are
Hello
live.
there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into another coronavirus number 31. Today we're covering the Star Wars Going Home by RetroBlasting.
Why the fuck does he have to say it?
Say what?
The intro.
Yeah, why wasn't
Wait,
I thought it was
I'm sorry, I
Replica's
missed
job.
everything.
Replica.
Where's Replica?
Yeah, like
Anyways,
But, like,
guys, for
usually
anyone
you'll,
currently
like-
watching this video, we are currently experiencing some difficulties with Replica apparently not being here according to everyone else in chat, and Oliver slowly saying the intro, so please be patient with us.
Okay, I've got an.
Because usually, I mean, it's just weird because
Nah, both there were
totally
muted.
weird.
I've got
it's
a
just
solution
weird
to the
because
replica problem.
it's just kind
guys.
of weird because usually Replica's like taking advanced steps to make sure he says the intro.
Guys, I've got a
Yeah.
solution to the replica problem.
Okay. Okay.
Now that I am at the top of the list, I declare myself the host, and we will begin the video shortly. Please stay tuned.
Alright.
Nuh-uh.
Yo, Lupus, have you?
I'm at the top of the list.
Okay.
Going
Ah.
to the
What?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we have Lupus, Mr. Airborne,
Lupus.
Stupidity Slayer, Latvian, Shiny Mimikyu, and me. My name is Spooky Beer Queen. Today,
I don't know why I gave you that name.
Today we will be covering RetroBlasting's video on Going Home to Stay about the special editions compared to the originals.
Okay, we all
Something-
know. Let's
Yeah.
just get on with it.
Yeah,
I
but we're
forget.
Oh,
Does he talk about why Peter Harmy's despecialized edition is like fantastic, or why 4K77 is fantastic?
you will see. You will see.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I mean, either one is like
wow.
terrible because like they're both like a complete bastardization of the Star Wars films. I get a lot
Yes.
of hard work goes into them, but they're completely different from literally every other Star Wars version or special edition released from the original.
Yeah, they're just basically greener versions, especially the 4K
Oh no,
one.
they're a lot worse than that. There are so many changes that like that would look so completely different from the theatrical cut. It's actually insane.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Like they like I remember like when I remember watching like a documentary on Peter Harmy's Specialized Edition, and essentially like they had like this like advanced like rotoscoping combined with projection mapping to have have this one puppet appear in the background. And like it was entirely like digitally inserted, but instead of having the CGI puppet, it was instead the the original puppet. And I guarantee you, it looks nothing like that in the theatrical cut.
Holy shit! All right.
Yeah, like
Sure.
it's a complete
Yeah.
like Frankenstein's monster of what the theatrical cut was supposed to be. And so I
Okay.
think it's like farther from the special editions.
Replica
original
came back,
edition.
everyone. Oh god.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Now
Maybe-
let's continue. Okay.
We shall.
yeah, I think we're ready to
Okay.
start.
All right, let us begin.
Ever since RetroBlasting started, I honestly haven't found much of a reason to review the. Ever since RetroBlasting started, I honestly haven't found much of a reason to. Ever since
Oh,
RetroBlasting.
okay,
Who
who
is
the
doing
fuck
that?
is it?
Who's doing that?
I don't know.
Hold
started,
up, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There are 7 of us in this podcast.
Yes.
All right.
We're all good.
Seven.
Alright,
right?
just-
honestly haven't.
I
found
think
much
the guy
of
who pressed the button is like causing glitches, so I'll just
reason
press
to-
it.
review the original Star
Not
Wars films.
causing
YouTube
glitches.
was born into a glut of movie review channels and Star Wars themed channels by the time
Yep.
our little puppet show arrived in 2012. And with the Star Wars saga being easily the most discussed film series of all time, what was left to say about the original Star Wars trilogy that hasn't already been said 1,000 times over? I wasn't interested in being the millionth YouTuber to regurgitate the Wikipedia page for the original film or cite some DVD edition special features. It's a pastiche of Flash Gordon serials and Joseph.
I did the intro, so yeah.
Oh, come on. Let's just move.
If this video is going to be a worthless criticism of the movies, I will just say that this guy is like a special kind of failure, because if he did not capitalize on like the cottage industry to you guys know what I mean when I talk about the cottage industry, but like if he did not capitalize on that, well, he could have, and he then makes a video which basically capitalizes on it by the time it's already long dead, then that's got to be a special kind of failure.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, so what's your guys' history with retroblasting?
Oh, well, I saw a really good video by him called Overrated, essentially
Yeah, I'm probably the only one
discussing like this mentality that people should be grateful and shut up for what they're given from Disney Star Wars, and
yeah, I'll give you.
Is he a Disney shill, though?
He kind of debunked that whole mentality, basically like saying people should want to expect good media from their franchises.
Yes.
And it was pretty good until he said that the prequels were low quality, and that the same people who said that the sequels are good, the same people said the prequels are good, which is just entirely false.
Oh, he's that motherfucker.
But,
Yeah, he is.
besides that, his video was really good.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
He's like-
I hate videos like that commit suicide halfway in. Like
Yeah.
that's so annoying, because like if you say that the prequels are like the same as the sequels, you've already discredited yourself, and you shouldn't be listened to anymore.
Well,
It's
no,
just like,
okay, well that's not true. Let's not be partisan. We're not.
oh no, I don't mean like that. Like, oh, you said that, therefore I don't listen to me. What I say is that like your position is crushed because you're comparing two things that aren't the same in any way.
No. His other points are still valid.
Airborne.
He's just wrong about that.
Airborne.
Well, AER is more wrong.
If you're not willing to listen to somebody because you have a piece of ground that you're not common on, then you're not going to be able to listen to anybody.
Airborne. Fast forward 2020. Airborne. Fast forward to 2022. Let's pretend that I'm retarded in this example. The new Lord of the Rings show is bad, and the same people who say it's good are the ones that said The Hobbit is good. Like, you can't do that.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah,
but what if his entire
like
video was saying how bad that the Lord of the Rings new
Amazon
show was,
TV show.
and then he basically he made one like snide jab at the Hobbit trilogy. Is his
You don't
entire
understand.
video
What I'm
now
talking-
worthless? Is his entire point now stupid because
Airborne,
he thinks the
Airborne.
Hobbit
Listen,
trilogy is
Airborne.
shit?
Airborne, what you're missing the point entirely. It's like what it's like what what was his name? That idiot from Sardonicast, that like guy with the ugly face.
YMS?
I hate
Yeah.
everything.
Not YMS, the other guy, that Ralph the retard maker.
Movie
that guy.
maker? He's actually
yeah.
the least ugly of the three.
So he was like Last Jedi is bad because they brought the politics back. It's like, oh, so you hate it for the wrong reasons. Awesome.
Okay, but all of the points that RetroBlasting made in this video, except for the one where he says that the prequel haters the prequel lovers are the same as the sequel lovers, and they're both wrong.
But by
aside from
putting
that,
the two together, the two together, he implies that all his criticism of the sequel is the exact same type of thing with the prequels, and one is way different from the other.
he just says that they're of the same quality,
Same quality.
which is
See,
incorrect.
that's what I'm talking about.
Which is
I'm gonna
incorrect,
say him.
like
Think like right now.
demonstrably untrue.
Okay.
But his points are still valid,
Yes.
whether or not he thinks of the prequels less than he should.
Yes, that I agree with that. The only problem is that his perspective is broken.
No, not really.
I also remember-
He's wrong. He's wrong about the prequels. That doesn't mean we can't listen to him. Doesn't mean like his entire viewpoint on film is like incorrect.
No. We can
Oh,
listen to him. We just shouldn't take him
does, like-
seriously.
I mean,
Well, one thing I've come to realize is that a lot of people just have really bad Star Wars takes. Like they could know what they're talking about on
everybody-
anything else, but they don't know about Star Wars.
literally
I
everybody.
should not have said don't listen to him.
Everybody
but I
has a
should-
bad Star Wars take at some point.
Like what?
Yeah.
2003 best Star Wars ever.
My favorite Star Wars movie is The Phantom Menace.
That's actually not as uncommon anymore. A lot of people like the Phantom Menace now.
It is. It's probably my
like-
favorite movie of all time. I've got to be honest.
All right.
I used to R2D2. Like that was my bad Star Wars take for a long time.
What is your bad Star Wars take?
I
my
hated
bad
R2D2. I thought it was a terrible character.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
technically,
that was
George
like back
did
when
say
I
in an
was-
Put it
interview
on
that
the
people
wall.
did hate our
Why
R2 at
would-
one point for some reason.
It was back when I was a stupid kid.
I
Still
actually
back-
really think I really thought Last Shadow was one of the best Star Wars movies. But then I realized how bad it was after Rise of Skywalker.
You know, it's like we after this we really have to just continue start working on the video, doing the video. But
Yeah,
but
I
like,
just want to say.
but like I have to say, it's funny how many movies have gotten worse over time. But yeah, but like none of them are still as bad as The Last Jedi. I understand see, people have explained to me that Aquaman has a lot of problems and stuff. And I'm like,
Not gonna lie, I
okay,
actually enjoyed that film.
yeah,
Like I am
Aquaman
not
is
an
fucking-
Aquaman fan or like DC
Oh,
fan, so
really?
I don't know a lot like any of the lore. But as a standalone film, I enjoyed it.
yeah, I enjoyed it as a standalone film. A lot of people say it's
Yeah,
garbage, and I'm
it's-
like, I mean, it's
It
probably
is.
not
Yeah.
good, but
But it's
Like-
fun. It's really fun. I love it.
Yeah,
And not just for
I would-
being, not just for like being bad. It's got like some genuinely like fun stuff in there. Like the action's really good.
I would
The
set
set
maintain,
pieces are
like,
really
I-
detailed, you know.
I would definitely make the argument that
mhm.
that movie is like a case as a Transformers where it's good at what it does, but it's not good at what it's not.
That's what it's
Whatever.
supposed to be.
Let's just continue the bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Like,
Let's.
Yeah,
let's-
yeah.
I just want to say,
Video.
Replica, I don't.
Oh, for the
you're-
love of.
Go on.
No, I gotta recap. Replica, your opinions on people like retroblasting shouldn't end with like at decorum. Just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Copy
what they
that.
have value.
Yeah,
Analyze
no
their
matter
points.
no matter how much
Look.
I hate ER's opinion on Star Wars, especially on the
Yeah.
prequels and George Lucas,
Mhm.
I still like ER. Just not
Yes,
his take on
yeah,
Star Wars.
guys, listen. Just because I don't show that nuance often doesn't mean I don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
are
also-
we
Just
done?
don't like
Are we
it
done?
was like
I
one year old,
I
it's
really
like,
disagree
oh,
with
ooh,
my
you said this
opinion
one thing,
in-
For
and
God's sake!
you're no longer allowed in the cool kids club.
All right, are
You're
we
not
done?
allowed
done?
to.
Yeah, and
It's
so,
fine.
hey,
I
like,
always avoided the club anyway.
I
Alright,
think I even
All right, we
like,
begin. We
okay,
begin. I can't deal with this
we
anymore.
disagree.
Go.
For the
Shut
face
up.
to face,
Okay, let's
yeah,
do
we know. Nobody in Hollywood believed in Lucas's incredible vision. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, and so do you, RetroBlasting.
So
Audiences
do
were
you,
blown
Mr.
away by
Retroblasting.
the groundbreaking visual effects. Again, we know. I considered telling my personal story with
Okay, so what? So if you were like actually, no, not gonna do this. Whatever. I was gonna go like, well, maybe it could have like investigated that stuff and gotten some insight, but whatever. Let's just let him finish.
Star Wars, but many
Let's
times
have
have we
him
seen
finish.
that on YouTube, and it's always the same story. I saw Star Wars as a 5-year-old kid, and on that day, it changed my life forever. It has consumed my every waking moment for 30 years, inspired my career, and made me the person I am today. Oh, and I had all the toys. But now, I finally have something I want to say.
Was this like a weird jab at the legends or something?
What's wrong with your
I don't know.
lightsabers?
Oh,
lightsabers.
it's a whole thing with Kenner's like original like Luke Farm Boy figure that it came with a yellow lightsaber for some reason.
Oh.
I made
like-
a video
I
on
like-
it. It's actually really
That's pretty
interesting.
clever.
Shiny
Okay.
mimicry. Is that sort of like when Dragon Ball Z, like the first time we see Vegeta and Nappa, they're colored wrong because they didn't know what the color was?
I mean, I suppose so. He made a whole video on it. It's actually like a
Yeah.
pretty good video.
By RetroBlast?
Yeah, he made a video on the yellow lightsaber. It's
Lol,
interesting.
lol, 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 lol. I used to think they were training lightsabers, like they were the lightsabers used by training like Padawans.
That would be interesting.
There was also like yellow lightsaber for
Well, I know
the
the
temple guards as well. Like
right. In season 5 of the Clone Wars, you see like the Sentinels with their double bladed
Yeah.
things.
Like
That was
I
cool.
doubt these people actually know yellow lightsabers are canon, because that's definitely just a reference to the original Kenner boy.
Yeah, well, I mean, these people have shown themselves to be very illiterate when it comes to Star Wars.
Alright,
yeah,
let's-
absolutely.
Let's continue.
I want to come with you to Alderaan. There's nothing for me here now.
You know, what he's saying, it basically contradicts what Luke says.
I
Yeah.
like how he like makes fun of all those video essays about A New Hope, and then he does like a really generic video essay trope.
Well, it's just the whole we're oldest. It's just the whole I'm different from the crowd when
I guess.
everybody fonded with Star Wars. I was sitting at home and just thinking about what to do next with my project.
I'm not like the other YouTube reviewers.
Okay, I
am not like Unaga's Dogman or
okay. What?
I'm not.
or retarded Logic Media.
I'm not like
I
your
am
ex-girlfriend
something else.
Chris. I'm
No, I'm
like
not.
I'm like somebody new. I'm like cool.
I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm a Latvian.
All right,
Yeah,
let's keep going.
I am.
Nothing terrible yet.
Wait.
Part of that original audience in 1977. You can't help when you were born. I was born just over a year.
He's just
Wait,
doing the
so
same
he's complaining
thing
that he
like,
didn't get to
hated.
see. Wait, he's complaining right now that he didn't get to see the original Star Wars in theaters?
Year after the release of the original film, I was wrapped up in Dukes of Hazzard when I saw Star
Seriously?
Wars for the first time on a giant front
Okay,
projection TV
okay.
in 1982 when my parents
My parents
took me with them
didn't
to
get
visit
to
some
see Revenge of the Sith in theaters because I was born 1 year old. Yeah,
You were 1 year old when Revenge of the Sith came out.
yeah.
And you
Early
missed it.
16, getting to 17.
To be fair, I missed it too.
some of their friends. It was a state-of-the-art home
Yeah.
theater by 1982
Oh, we did
standards.
see
In that
the only Star Wars movies
that
I really saw in
sense, I was
theaters
lucky.
were the Disney movies.
Yeah, I saw him too. I regret
Yeah,
that.
me
the
too,
first-
sadly.
Demonstrably regret
The
that.
first Star Wars movie I ever saw in theaters was TFA.
Me too. The first one I ever
Yep,
saw was
I
TFA.
watched all of them like near my birthday, which it was either gonna be a really good birthday or a really terrible one. I really liked Force Awakens and Rogue One when they came out, and then I saw Last Jedi. I was like, oh no,
Oh boy.
oh no.
Last
Oh,
Jedi was the first film
no.
that made me feel empty inside. Like when I walked out, I was like, I don't feel like I got a complete package or like there's anything speculative. I just feel empty.
Even back when I liked
Um,
the film and defended it, I was like, I did not enjoy that as an experience.
Hey guys, I'm
Yeah.
blind right now.
Really?
Huh?
You're bl-
Really?
Yes, it's my
What
mom
happened?
showed up with a crazy Halloween mask and white hair, and she's going insane.
Wait, so you're blind because you saw her like white
No,
hair
she
wig?
She put one of the masks on my face and then took a picture of me as I was staring at the thing, so I can't see straight right now.
What?
Why would she do
What
that?
happened? What the fuck
Because
happened?
she's one of those people who always has the flashlight thing on. And ow.
Oh.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
gotta
You know, you could
suck.
just like politely ask her to turn that off because
Did Star
it
Wars-
hurt your eyes. Doesn't seem like
Turn
a
off-
crazy
I-
request.
I should have done that, but it's anyway. So yeah, she's going insane. That's awesome.
Okay, well let her enjoy herself.
Yes.
Simultaneously
Yeah.
erase any
I can't hear anything.
What?
Oh, you got
Who rewinded it?
erase any
Wait,
interest I had in the
what
Duke
happened?
boys.
Are we gonna go? Are
Yeah.
we good? Can we
Yes.
continue?
Yeah, I'm
Thanks.
good. I can't
Yes.
see anything, but I'm good.
Did I have a lot of the toys
Yeah, we're
after
good.
that? Yes, I absolutely
Proceed.
did. Most of those toys now star in RetroBlasting's
See?
Star
Yellow
Wars
lightsaber.
Follies video series. Battle damaged
Yeah.
X-Wing, anyone? Then it was
Yeah.
over. Sometime
I like
in
that.
1985, we all knew it wasn't coming back. And from the outset of their attempts to keep Star Wars going in various mediums, it was immediately clear nothing
You all right?
You water?
Maybe he
Yes,
maybe
I'm
he drank
all
some
right.
water.
Everything's
Yeah,
fine.
just swallow your own saliva.
He drank some water incorrectly because he's blind.
Sometimes it happens. The cough happens because
Yeah.
I don't
I
care.
know.
Continue the
Absolutely.
fucking thing.
If
If you're
not
gonna
a
keep
good,
talking,
a
speak
bad
yourself.
would be able to equal the
Yeah.
greatness of those three films.
Yeah.
No, Mace, no!
A few Hamilton collection plates
Yeah, because everybody knows that showing one light proves a movie's bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're not good films.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
watch
but that's
movies.
not how
I'm
you
good.
ow my eyes.
Really, like,
Interesting
yeah.
thing about this
I mean,
plate, I actually
they're-
want to point out quickly. It has like the Empire Strikes Back or A New Hope handle, the Return of the Jedi like emitter, and then a green blade with Bespin Luke from Empire Strikes
Why
Back.
is that Luke-
It looks,
Oh my
it looks
God.
fake.
Favorite.
It looks like a bootleg or something.
It
trickled in through the
does.
times of the
To be fair, a
like
lot
a
of
Russian
posters
route,
back
but in
then
the
actually
early
had pretty inaccurate
1990s, the
portrayals of Luke
Timothy
Skywalker.
Oh my! Don't play
Oh,
the
yeah.
video as we talk over it, guys. Please.
Well, I was
I
trying
didn't
to
click
pause it,
anything.
Somebody else was like, "Ooh, we gotta play the video."
novels
Oh.
and the LucasArts PC games
Mhm.
reignited the fires. Star Wars was back, but George Lucas was also about to take it away from us, and he meant it, and I believed him. The next home video release would be The Last Hurrah, and then God
That's not even true.
That is
Because
not
he
even
restored it again in
true.
2006.
Wait, the original version. You fucking retard. I
Bruh.
like.
Bruh.
I love how
Also,
they
the
talk.
laser disc version of any Star Wars
You know,
movies is
I'm
Wait,
gonna-
trash.
okay, so he said that George Lucas said that he was gonna take Star Wars away again because it was on an advertisement to sell new Laserdisc versions of it.
All right, so I'm gonna call some people out here. Like you OT fanatic retards. Seriously,
Mhm.
just because it's not. I really hate how they keep pretending that just because it's
Right back. I'm
not
just
the
gonna quickly
original
grab something to
version,
eat.
that the footage that's there, like they treat it almost like it's different footage, like it's a different like movie, like they re-recorded
different
everything or
movie.
some shit. Like it's so insane how they treat that. Like the original version. What are you talking about? Original version? Like the version with less content in it? Like, you know, like
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't blame them for preferring the original edition. I will say one thing the special edition does that I really despise is that it kind of eats up the color grading. It kind of looks more flat now. But everything else I love about it. But that's like the one thing that I wish they would change back because the original color grading is more vibrant, it's more lively, it's
I
more
get that,
nuanced.
Airborne, but it's also at the same
But it's like
time.
I'm not gonna like whine and moan about it. So like, oh, he took Star Wars away from me just because I can't see Han Solo's face as well.
Aren't you? Do you know for certain that that's not just HD converting, like limitations?
Yeah.
I mean, either way, it's just like it's not a change that I love.
So I always figured that little bit of color that was gone was like basically just a conversion to HD. Because like you got to know, like the original did not look that good. Like that was.
It's possible, but like it would be nice if they could have found a way to like restore the original color balancing without kind of like muddling it out. Kind of flattening it.
Yeah, well, that's what Star Wars 70 whatever is about.
4K 70. 4K 77 is far worse than that, though.
Also known as the Green Edition.
Yeah.
The green.
I still have no idea how they screwed it up that bad.
Okay.
Yeah, and what's that whole project?
Fanboy impression.
That whole project, it just. I can't believe they put so much work into making a worser version of the movies. It's insane.
God, it's
Yeah.
actually kind of crazy because like besides from that like one or two shots, the film mostly looks fine. So they managed to screw that one. Like they ballsed it up
Yeah.
so
Oh,
terribly.
you actually saw it?
There's like you can like see the opening of 4K 77 on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay. Can I do OT fanboy impression?
All right.
Fine.
Go ahead. We got time.
This is not Star Wars. He fucking ruined it. Look what they done to Han Solo. The Greedo. It's not bad.
It reminds me of like this one Irish YouTuber I remember like hated the prequels. But he talked about it for like 2 minutes, like, oh, the prequels and the special editions, man. This sucked.
Alright. What's his name? Dave Cullen?
I honestly can't remember. It was a while ago.
God knows what would happen.
I feel like that whole thing should get like reward for most unnecessary hatred for an addition to movies ever. Like just
my high school years
You're
coveting the
goddamn
Star
right.
Wars Definitive Collection Laserdisc set and that Panasonic Laserdisc player I asked for that Christmas. You know the rest of the story because most of you have lived it just like I did. Special editions, 13 years in the prequel
because
era,
we
and
don't
now the
exist.
sequel.
I agree.
What's it?
God, those posters look like trash.
What posters?
Wait.
The sequel trilogy posters.
Editions, 13 years in the prequel
Especially-
era, and now
Especially
the
Rise of
sequels.
Skywalker.
That is so terrible.
13 years in the
They're
prequel
so
era.
cluttered.
Rise of Skywalker 1 looks like vomit.
Where? I'm 13 years in prequel era.
It looks like a
Seriously,
worse
I know.
version of the
Like,
poster.
I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I notice a lot of these guys pretending like we don't exist.
Yeah.
Like,
do.
like
They have to.
we only exist when it's like nostalgia for the prequel. That's the only situation where we
Right.
exist.
I always found it kind of comedic how like in certain posters for like the original Star Wars, it's like there's like 1,000 X-wings, but like in the movie they only show like 5 at a time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always found that kind of hilarious.
Is that also why there's so few X-wings in Episode 8?
Somewhere along the way, Star Wars was quietly retitled by the fan base in casual conversation as A New Hope. By
God, what a disaster!
Who cares?
Oh my god!
Lucasfilm and the media, it has since been saddled with the unwieldy Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope.
What does unwieldy mean?
Unwieldy is basically like you're just unbalanced, basically.
Unbalanced. What the fuck? It's not unbalanced.
Yeah, that is what it's called. That is what the definition of the word. I'm stupid. I looked that up.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, it's unbalanced and clumsy and like I don't know.
Yeah,
How the
it's
hell?
difficult to carry due to its shape or size.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
the film
but
has
how
been
the hell
retitled
it's
almost as
clumsy?
many times as it has had changes made
Yeah,
to
like,
its visuals, editing,
yeah.
and soundtrack. So much
Soundtrack. Wait, they
baggage has
changed.
been piled onto the franchise this film launched
Oh,
over the past
no.
40 plus years that it obfuscates our memories of the original experience.
Does
Oh,
it?
original experience.
Yeah, I watched The Mandalorian season 1, then I completely forgot that Star Wars existed. What?
Also, again, I was never born in 2000. I agree.
The old adage, you can never go home again, applies acutely and tragically to the casual Star
Who
Wars fan.
cares?
Oh, okay. I found a better title for
Who cares,
live stream.
Esther?
You can never go.
Nobody.
What the fuck is that? This is so weird. You're hearing somebody complain that his worse or older version of the movie he likes is the one he can't watch anymore.
I mean, well, let's just pretend that in some parallel universe, the original editions are better. Just like somehow, I don't care. You can get it. You can buy the 2006 version. Find it online, or you can just suck it up because they're not your films.
This is like me
I can have
complaining
the
that I did.
2006 version.
Let me tell you how much I've come to hate Captain Dillon since playing this game. There are six.
So, I
don't know. Someone's being a jackass.
It's almost like
I was trying to play something that. Well,
like it's
not
almost like
entirely
I'm like I'm raging against Capcom because the Dead Rising they ported to PC is not
It's
the
gotten to the
same.
point where even people in my own generation.
Did you just play through me as I was talking?
Yes, the
old
general
adage,
did.
General,
never go home again.
Come on, man.
Okay, stop. I think we got a better title for the live stream. You can never go back. Okay, you can never go back home again. RetroBlasting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like I was saying,
Yeah, I think we're good where we are.
So like I was saying,
Okay, that's
like,
fair.
it's basically me being like, "Hey, why is the Dead Rising that was ported to PC not the same like 30 FPS like 720p ugly version that is on 360?" Like, what the hell?
Poop dealers in the chat. 13 years of the prequel era, and it was glorious.
Yes.
Yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, it's just me, Shinny Mimikyu, and Poop Dealer in the chats.
Okay, I don't.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I have a message from Adam from the last live stream. He called you child idiot, Airborne.
I know he did.
Let's continue.
Acutely and
Child
tragically.
idiot, like Suda is the
You are a
child idiot
child
himself.
idiot. Fuck off.
Now let's continue.
Continue.
And applied acutely and tragically to the casual Star Wars fan. It's gotten
to the
point where
up.
people
It's
in
such a
my own
tragedy.
generation can't clearly remember what the films were like when it was just the Star Wars trilogy.
Who cares?
And
Well,
not
my
the
dad.
original trilogy.
The answer
And
is
yeah, while I
once
get
again,
that these movies have
replica, the
always
answer
been
is
changing.
nobody. Like nobody cares. Like at all.
He's about to admit that like the first change to Star Wars was actually in 1981.
All right, so
Like not.
yeah, you're right.
And it's kind of like it doesn't really matter like whether it gets changed or not. It's just how much it gets changed. There's no sundered blips when I'm like all
Yeah,
these like
bro.
ideological tangents about like, oh, we have to preserve art and all that. But it's like if George Lucas just improved the matte lines, fixed the lightsabers, maybe improved the quality of the picture of the frame. Do you really think that people would be complaining about the special editions? Because I don't think they would be. I think they'd be like, oh yeah, we just got Star Wars, but better now.
In the special edition of Terminator 2, James Cameron made one change, or like one change in particular. That's in the scene when the truck chase. The windows fall out of the truck before they're destroyed against the wall of the thing. Like it's oh no. They fall out, and then later the T1000 pushes them out because they're broken. Like he said, it bothered me, and he wanted it fixed. I remember like 50 people in the comments being like, "He's changing the movies like George Lucas," and people, and then
George
and then there was,
Lucas.
and then there was these people who was like, "Well, he just he fixed the window. That was it," and they're like, "Oh." Like I don't know what this obsession. I don't know what this obsession is with the original bullshit edition, but like the original version was in mono audio, like and it was really like low res and shit.
That sounds terrible.
Like what do you want?
You left.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can just take the special edition, edit out the new stuff, and then bam, you're done.
Well, they kind of did the special.
Yeah, that'd be pretty tough task, and like the way that they did it for the despecialized edition, essentially, like they took all of these different sources and combined them together.
Yeah,
and I guarantee you, if you played it along side by side by the original, you'd just be like, "What is this movie? This is nothing like the original at all."
It's
like at all.
It's just
4K 77 actually.
Can we continue?
Yes, we.
Yeah.
Oh my god, General, calm down.
Albeit,
It's just that we end up going on massive tangents.
We're not tangenting anything. We're just talking. Let's continue the video.
Ghastly ways since their original release. There's now such a fog over even how they were largely presented to us in the 70s and 80s that grown men in their 40s sometimes don't remember that Jabba and Boba Fett weren't actually in the first Star Wars.
Eat lunch for a bit. I'll be back.
Cry me a river. I don't care.
They are in the movie. They are in the movie because they're in the newest version. So fuck up.
This is the opposite of
I always had to wonder why there is a Greedo lookalike. Why there are like 3 Greedo lookalikes in this frame? Like, is Greedo part of a cult?
You know this is like the opposite of that Plunkett meme, where it's just like consume product, then get excited for the next product. Instead, it's just consume product, then don't accept any other product.
Oh no, George is gonna hand it a few more frames. Oh no.
Doom should be simple. We just saw the Doom cycle. Yeah, Doom's like a regular old guy.
God, man, I really hope we don't get like a Doom special edition. That would suck. I'd have to riot. Sorry, id Software, you guys are hacks now.
Wars movie.
Oh yeah, the classic complete edition.
Yeah, I've had those conversations with other Gen Xers. They have to be
returned.
reminded like it was.
Yay. Breakfast has been dealt with.
They have to be reminded that once a long time ago, the movies were worse.
Yes.
I'm sure.
But it's not even that. It's just like, even if they were somehow just like technologically and visually superior in like every way imaginable, it's just like it doesn't matter. One, you could get the editions, or you could make your own fan project if you really wanted to. George allows people to make fan edits of his films. They allowed to do for the fans of Menace when people said they were quote unquote improving it. Like, it takes a lot of humility for a guy to be like, yeah, sure, you guys can quote unquote improve my movie if you want.
Yeah. I don't know.
To be honest, I do feel like part of that was George knowing that they could never, like, unless it's like literally like my plan where I'm gonna like add all the deleted scenes back in that are, you know, work with the context of the movie. Like, unless you're doing that, like, you know, there's not much to improve. Unless you're Adwin, but also not arrogant.
You know, I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of the special editions or not special editions, deleted scenes kind of ruin like the not ruin, but just kind of like, it's very jarring, like watching how fantastically edited all 6 movies are, than watching like some sort of deleted scene and like thinking of how that would fit into the film. It's like, yeah, we really didn't need that, you know.
Well, that's the whole point of it. It's the extended version.
I get it.
Yeah.
I just like, because George is an editor first and foremost. Like that is his probably his greatest strength. How good of an editor he is, and it's like,
There
I
was
kind of
a
feel like there's
lot
a
of
reason why
scenes
those.
cut for
I think
time.
I feel like
curious, I'm
there's a
curious.
very good reason why those deleted scenes stay deleted.
There were a lot of
When
cut.
you guys are watching like a film on TV, do they ever put like the deleted scenes back in? Because when
Well-
I was watching The Lost World Jurassic Park on TV once, and they re-edited the deleted scenes back in, which I found really interesting.
Yeah, TV does that.
Yeah,
they
sometimes.
did for Halloween. No, Halloween
Ever
2.
since RetroBlasting started,
Someone restarted it.
Sorry,
General,
I
stop
missed.
being
I missed
impatient.
clip. I
it's
missed
their
clip.
original
Sorry.
release. There's now
I don't believe you.
I
not
missed
such
clip.
a fog.
I'm
Had those
extremely.
conversations with
There we
other
go.
Pause it.
Sorry, I really didn't mean to miss. I didn't mean for that to happen. Sorry.
It's all your fault. Kick General.
No.
No, don't do that.
Okay, look, I
Don't-
understand, General. You want us to continue, so fine. We'll just continue.
Like we've only been going for like 40 minutes. Like this is pretty brisk as far as strip corners are concerned.
Oh, that's actually good because I want to stream
It's
later
actually
today.
strip corners.
Okay.
They have to be reminded like it was some strange Mandela effect, and it's weird. The backlash.
Oh,
What?
yeah, he probably just made that shit up.
Okay,
There's
so
no way.
okay, so Vader saying, "Luke, I am your father." That's a Mandela effect.
He's saying it's like a reverse Mandela effect. You know, like
something that actually happened in real life.
like where they fail to remember that the original edition didn't have like new Jabba the Hutt scene or whatever.
Yeah, like it's. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you
That's
watch
what he's saying.
If you saw the original on TV and you're used to special, you'll be confused as shit. Like it's like they're just gonna be seen with Jabba. Wait, what the fuck? What happened to that scene?
Yeah, I could see that. Like,
I remember like there's actually this one scene in A New Hope where like there's like a straight like 10 seconds of dead air. But it's like in the special edition they replaced it with like some new C-3PO dialogue that like made the scene more engaging.
Yep.
It's like I bet everybody likes that improvement. There's not a single person who's like, oh yeah, I want to watch everybody like everybody make mildly concerned faces for 10 seconds.
See Airborne, no one noticed it. Just like how no one noticed Anakin's face like morphing into a different take when talking.
Oh yeah,
to
I
Palpatine.
saw that video and I remember like the guys like saying, "Oh George Lucas, you suck, you lazy hack," and I'm like, "This is actually pretty cool." It's like,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Okay.
Well, I mean, when I saw that, I just exploded into happiness because he's like, "Hey, George is using the same technique I am with my videos, and he's doing it all the way back in 19. This guy is a pioneer for sure."
He's a hack. We gotta take him down, boys. We gotta prevent him from taking our movies away from us with these new bastardized, disgusting versions of them. Am I right, fellow gamers?
All right.
okay, everyone. Tomorrow midnight, we're gonna break into the museum to put George's frame at like the center of it. Everyone admire the OG.
No. What we do is we go into the White House. We just we completely take down the Hall of Presidents, and we would just replace them with pictures of George.
No, George, like OG Lucas, the Mad Lad, Jar Jar, Peak Portman.
We no. We go to like we go to like Buckingham Palace in London, and there's probably gonna be like a painting of King George. We take that down and we replace it with George.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay, let's
I returned, everyone. I was eating a bit.
Yeah, weird.
But I returned.
How much? Hold on. All right, let's continue.
This has been resounding with countless grassroots efforts to, in some cases, preserve old home video versions, and in
wow, I hate that title already. Saving Star Wars.
Heritage of 2 centuries.
Saving Star Wars.
If all the original copies blow up,
going
and
to look on the other side.
What does it say?
Because that's a bad title.
If all the original versions blow up and we only the special edition, nothing is lost. Nothing is lost. Literally nothing.
Lucas has stated that he would like the original versions to disappear. Is that true? Has he stated that? Because that's what it says right here. It claims that he stated he would like the original versions to disappear.
That's
okay, but like, what if he's just not what if he's not like proud of those? What if he thinks those are his best work? He's like, I don't want people seeing like these inferior versions of my films that I didn't really want to make.
Like,
good lord,
it sounds really sus, and they're just making it up. Kind of like Onaga again. I'm mentioning.
If I made like a film, you know, like a big budget film, and like I had a scene where like the CGI just looks like garbage, and it's like, okay, well we're gonna replace the scene. We're gonna touch on the special effects. It's gonna look a lot better. It's subjective. It's like I wanted that scene and watching it. It's like, one, it's not your film, and two, I thought it was terrible, so I wanted it changed.
Yeah, it's what George Lucas said. Maybe it should be a White House, but I don't want a White House. I wanted a greenhouse.
Well, he said he wanted a White House.
Oh, sorry.
I'm being.
Like, have you guys been reading this text? So basically, right here, it says, or they wrote, George Lucas's open desire for these special editions to disappear and his actions to pursue that goal, therefore represents a profound destruction of an important historical artifact.
Yeah, like
an artifact he made, by the way.
Star Wars became seriously.
Yeah,
I can tell these people would support that.
Okay. Okay. James Cameron has described it as revision of history and disturbing. Well, buddy,
disturbing.
This is insane.
Okay.
I think I'm a few seconds behind you guys because I'm not seeing all of this. Oh wait, no, I see it now. As a revision of history and disturbing. That's obviously the solution.
Oh
god.
What?
Fucking shit ever.
Yeah, I've just been reading this full text.
I hate you.
We need
James Cameron, you changed the windshield. You're also revising history. There weren't windshields in the original.
Oh my god. I remember Star Wars Only putting like an Instagram account because I have an Instagram account. I basically just go on there. I follow people. I follow Star Wars Only, and it's like basically he said like, oh yeah. So someone said you should why are you hating on the special edition? You should show your kids the way that George wants you to show them. And he's like, no, I'm going to show them the way that they were meant to show them, the original editions. No revisionist.
If George says they're meant to be shown the special editions, then that's what they're meant to be shown.
I don't really get this idea that people besides George own these films. They're his creations.
It's not.
It's like
you don't have a right to them. You can buy them. You can consume them. You can talk about them. You can even edit them.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to say, "Oh yes, you are now hack for wanting to make the film the way you want to make it." You don't own
it's like
that
person that thinks this. It's like you couldn't have made Star Wars. Star Wars is George's creation because it's his mind that came up with it. If he didn't come up with it, then you might not even have a career on your YouTube or little OT circle jerk, wherever you're saying these things. You might not even have a community.
Yeah.
We all know that Marshall Lucas made Star Wars. Come on.
Yeah.
Wait, is that an actual argument?
George's wife made Star Wars. Clearly, she,
people
without
actually
Marsha,
say that.
The films would just be terrible. Yes, no, that's just the truth. Sorry, man.
You know, them saying the way it was meant to is so hollow, considering that George Lucas made the special edition. Like, who besides George gets to say what the correct version of the movies is?
Yeah, like
I bet if like they made if the Clone Wars team made like a I bet if the Clone Wars team made like a remastered version of the 08 theatrical release. I have no idea why Noms keeps saying 07. Where does he get that
movie
from?
The Clone Wars show came out in 2008. The original movie debuted in 07.
Bullshit. No,
No way.
No.
Never.
That actually came in 2008. I think it was or maybe it was released originally in 2007, but released worldwide in 2008.
Star Wars: The Clone Wars 2008 is an American computer animated military science fiction film directed by Dave Filoni. Ha.
Yeah.
Ha. Anyway, I bet if the Clone Wars
Oh.
team came back and made a complete remaster of this film, like with like new season 7 animation, and like they added in a deleted scene, do you think the people would be like in an uproar, or would they be saying, "Oh, thank God they fixed the terrible animation"?
They probably would.
They probably would.
No, people would be like,
Also,
people would be clapping. They'd be like, "Oh my God, yes!"
Like one thing you guys, I don't know if he brings up in this video, but he made like a thing, like a review of like the 4K or something. Except that in the 4K, besides removing the special edition changes, they also like fix some errors. Like for example, there's a gun that's supposed to disappear or appear in a section, and basically they just like add in that gun, and they're like, "Look, he fixed an editing mistake," and I'm just like, "Isn't that what Lucas was doing with the special editions?"
Sucks.
So why is it okay for this third party to fix an error in the movie, but Lucas can't fix the effects of the land speeder?
It's the same thing with Adam with Revisited. He does so many great things for the OT, but his arrogance ruins everything and makes me not want to watch it. It's so... People really need to stop pretending that they are even close to being on George's level in any respect whatsoever. Like he is
completely agree with that.
He is genuinely J.R. Tolkien level of good. Like, as far as I'm concerned, he's that level of an author. Like, people really need to stop this bullshit. This is so... This is like a bunch of gangsters throwing toilet paper on the walls of a mansion of like a heavily guarded military compound and thinking that they are like that they have anything whatsoever against them in anything. This is so fucking insane. I hate it so much. Like, frankly, as far as I'm concerned, if you only show the original version, that's historical revisionism. Like they're just like, oh yeah, like, oh no, he
Wait,
never made
in a way
anything
you're
else.
right,
This is
because
exactly how he wanted it. Exactly how he wanted it. Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's continue.
Let's
In
go.
other cases, completely recreate the theatrical versions through simulations with...
All right, let's take a look at this. All right.
Okay,
It
not
looks
gonna lie, kind of like the 2011 Blu-ray. It looks the cleanest. The little droid on the back adds a few, more characteristics to the world. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think that the special edition, like the version 2.5 doesn't look bad. Again, like I have no problem with people making these kinds of things.
It just
I think
slapped
it's
the green
fine. I think
filter
again,
over it.
if attempting to restore something like before is like something that was like a passion of yours, go ahead and do it. I got nothing against you, but it just doesn't look like the film.
What?
Let's continue.
With digital editing sleight of hand, and all of these efforts have been limited by the best home video formats available each decade. The wheel of saving Star Wars
I hate when he says that, saving Star Wars. Ugh.
I'm still really upset that I never got like the full Blu-ray.
Only fucking way to save
collection.
Star Wars right now is to buy it back from Disney.
Honestly, yeah.
All right, guys, pull your money together.
Yeah,
I got like $50.
I got like.
Not gonna lie, I kind of do want Disney's gonna make like a Cal Fallen Order lightsaber to sell at Galaxy's Edge. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want that though.
Yeah, Cal's lightsaber's cool. I like it. Good shit. What was I gonna say? I've actually never owned all of the Blu-ray versions of Star Wars. I've only got Attack of the Clones for the Blu-ray.
Yeah,
I had the digital THX remasters, which look nearly as good, just not quite as good.
All right, let's continue.
Turn inexorably, if slowly. But a while back, I got my hands on the preservation effort from Team -1 called 4K77. A fully
4K77. Was that?
Isn't that beautiful? They're called the negative team.
What? Where?
He said it.
Yeah, -01.
restored theatrical print of the original 1977 cut of Star Wars. Melinda and I screened it, and within the first few minutes I realized I had relaxed while watching Star Wars for the first time in years.
Don't everybody thank me at once.
I wasn't waiting for a change that was horrible. I wasn't
most of them weren't horrible. Stop denying
All
that.
of them weren't horrible. I mean, the only one to this day that I would say get rid of it is the color grading.
If this keeps up for much longer, like say we're still dealing with this 10 years later, I'm going to become a supervillain and I'm going to special edition every single movie ever made. Seriously, like I am not kidding. Like if I ever get like some like company or whatever, and like and this is like say in like 2042 or something, we're still there's still bullshit about this. I'll just be like, all right, then we're just going to we're going to make it a service where we like re-release all assuming I've become a millionaire at this point, we're just going to remaster every single movie. Fuck you guys! Like an 80-year-old Ciklaza will be like, no,
no, oh God, why did you do this?
I have an idea for it.
Okay.
ROS,
I wasn't waiting for a change.
Raven, the rest of them die in the quicksand.
Wasn't watching for a seam line from an attempt to patch the original back over the special edition. I was home again. To properly explain what I mean, I need you to look at this with me from purely a filmmaking point of view. That
filmmaking point of view.
Airborne.
Filmmaking point of view.
Airborne. Remember when they released the extended edition of Lord of the Rings? No. And they ruined the original? I fucking hate the extended edition so much, man. So terrible. Why'd you release that? I saw the original yesterday on TV. I liked how shorter it was. It's so beautiful.
I liked the removed context and removed reasoning for actions.
It's so it was like I saw it the first time, man. Like just in shorter. God damn it! This is the I think these people might have mental problems. Like I'm not saying they're insane. I'm not saying they're insane, but like they have like a sort of collective miniature insanity when it comes to this specifically.
No shit.
I mean, I that might be okay. Rep, that's kind of going a little too far, but definitely they're not. I don't know. Like, what's wrong with the special editions? Why?
I mean, I wouldn't say they improved the film in any sort of character. I mean, they don't really like add. I mean, but the Phantom Menace actually like add some. But that's not the original. You just care about the Phantom Menace. But if you told them that the Phantom Menace got like a special edition of its own, sort of special edition, you'd be like, "Oh, so they improved the CGI, right?" Yeah, they did, and they also like added in these cool scenes with like character moments. Wow, that's so great. No, I hated it. I preferred the original edition, but it looks so bad. Right.
Yeah, the boring edition. That's the one I like the most.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, 1999 Phantom Menace does not look great.
Yeah, but it's 1999 Phantom Menace.
Agreed, but like 2001, which was the first special edition, just like 2 years later.
Look, just if you ever want to like appreciate the Phantom Menace, the original version, just watch the original version of any other movie at the time with CGI, and you'll just immediately understand.
Like, CGI doesn't look
But like
Revenge of the Sith
2001,
looks
when they completely
timeless.
remastered the film. Like
The only thing I
2001.
don't like as much in Phantom Menace was how Puppet Yoda looked.
I
Oh my
never
God, Puppet
liked
Yoda
that
was so
puppet.
bad.
Like, I grew up with watching the 2011 Blu-ray of the
Yep, me
original
too.
6. You know, the one with Anakin walking towards the cover and Luke walking back to his homestead. Like, that's the
Zoomer.
copy I have. And I grew up watching those, so it's like the most recent ones. And let me just say, when I not only found out that certain scenes and the movies didn't exist, but these were also revamped versions. So stuff like Jabba's CGI was improved again to actually look modern. I don't know.
No,
It's just
actually, it was first improved in the THX remaster. Well, before that was 2004, actually.
have
But in the
both editions,
THX
the
remaster
THX and the
2006, it's essentially the THX is basically just like the Blu-ray edition, but not quite as HD. But it looks great. It's what I grew up with. Looks really good. It's got really nice HD quality. And I still really I'm just looking sad that Revenge of the Sith and Attack of the Clones will never be true 4K. But I think it did a really good job at revising the picture. Sorry, what?
Revenge of the Sith looks timeless. You can't change my mind. The only thing in Revenge of the Sith that looks dated is the clone's head, since it's a real head on a CGI body, and the skin of the animal on Utapau. Those are the only things that kind of look dated to me, but everything else just looks awesome.
Yeah, oh my God, Revenge of the Sith literally will never age. But I still find it kind of upsetting that it will always be, but it still won't be good. But it can be converted. But you can convert the rest of them. It will never look as good. It doesn't do the same thing, Replica. They're not the same.
By the time we're both old men, it'll be so good it doesn't even matter anymore.
Yes, but it will be even better for the other ones.
Yeah, but then you have a psychopath called Airborne the Second, who is so upset about it that he ultra fixes it, and it doesn't matter anymore.
But then he can ultra fix the other ones.
Yeah, but he will. Then he'll stop and make it so they all look the. I don't care.
But that would just be mean.
I'm
just saying that I'm sure modern
the video.
technology will account for this. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure the future will fix this for us.
We're only 5 minutes in, and we already talked way too much.
Just on with the video, guys. Okay, grab a drink. I don't care.
We have talked.
Oh, it's already an hour. I just looked it up.
Airborne's going all epic.
Juan said you have to let go.
Trust me.
Let go of your preoccupations with added lore.
I will refuse to let go of KOTOR. I refuse.
I refuse to let go of anything Star Wars related.
I refuse to let go of the holiday special.
Yes.
KOTOR, keep it. Mandalorian, I'll keep it. What else? Clone Wars, I'll keep it. Original Clone Wars, I'll keep it. I'll keep it all.
Rebels, no, sorry, you gotta go.
No, Rebel stays as well.
Fine. It's just so lame.
Oh yeah, you know what's lame?
Yoda, keep
Resistance.
Boring.
Star Wars Resistance.
Get rid of
is
Resistance.
lamer.
Get rid of anything sequel.
Yes.
The thing is, I have no problem with getting rid of sequel stuff because sequel stuff actually disrespects George's work.
It completely annihilates George's work.
Making point of view. That means.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so when I say continue video, I don't say press the play button when everybody's still talking. Thank you.
Yes, everyone's quiet now.
But that didn't even happen.
I stayed quiet.
As Obi-Wan said, you have to let go.
Trust me.
Let go of your preoccupations with added lore from new trilogies. Let go of your encyclopedic knowledge from licensed novels, video games, and role-playing
So stop being
source
as passionate for Star Wars as you've.
What?
That's what he's saying. Stop being as passionate for Star Wars as you've been.
I want to rip
Alright.
RetroBlasting in half.
Alright.
Like,
All right, guys. So we can all agree. We can all agree that Halo 1 is the best Halo game ever.
Yep,
So
I agree with
Halo,
that, actually.
Halo 2
Oh,
and
no,
Halo 2 and 3 are they're like added lore to the first one. So we're just going to get rid of those. We're gonna get rid of all the games. We're only gonna play the first one.
3 ODST, just get rid of that one. Just get rid of it.
We can only play the first Halo game. We can never mod it.
Already become a Halo discussion.
We can,
He's giving an example.
we can only play the original. No
Yes.
modding. No
Yes.
nothing.
Yes.
Only the
Yeah,
original.
that's basically
No
like what he's
changes.
saying.
I would, but to be fair, I would unironically be fine with that. So it's not really good analogy.
Alright.
Yeah, but we play it for like 10,000 hours and pretend the second one isn't even real.
Yep.
Alright.
I agree.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, he just says, let go of all other things. He's literally can't.
What about the Empire Strikes Back?
Let me finish.
Let him finish.
Sorry.
Alright, sorry.
Right.
So what? He should let go of the original version. He should let go, not us.
Yeah, he's absolutely right.
Yeah, that's true.
And what about
Let go of your pre-concept thought of the originals being superior. Let go of that. Let go and watch the special editions. You will watch the special edition.
I mean, one of those books is literally like Heir to the Empire, like the true sequel trilogy. Like, what's wrong with you? That's like
I still think Heir to the Empire is still kind of tismy in some areas.
Shut the fuck up. There's no
Would you
way
rather
it
have those
starts
Disney
with the
sequels?
sequels.
Okay. How did you guys all come to the assumption that I think that the Thrawn trilogy is just as bad as the sequels? Because I think it's kind of
not what we're doing. What we're doing.
What?
That's not what we're doing, Airborne.
Wordism must be used lightly.
What we are doing is basically getting really pissed off at you because, like, if you got a broken car and then there's a car that works that has one wheel that works, then it's like, I don't give a shit that all the three other ones are broken. It is a car that fucking works. Let's go home.
Hey, all I'm saying is, hey, look, I like the Thrawn trilogy. It's good. It's like probably the best EU thing I've read. So no, wait.
Why did you say anything?
Besides, no, actually, that's not true. The Republic Command is better. Labyrinth of Evil is better, and this one Clone Wars novel I read is better. But like, it's still not that great. I don't know. It's just like 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10.
All right, let's continue.
7 out of 10. There you
Focus
go.
on this movie.
You're a 7 out of 10.
Oh, stop with the childish.
That's the highest compliment I have ever gotten from a person. Thank you, Replica.
You're a 7 out of 10.
Yay.
Oh, fuck off.
New trilogies. Let go of your encyclopedic knowledge from licensed novels, video games, and role-playing source books. Focus on this movie in this form alone. There's a fundamental...
What?
No.
You know what? Let's just let him finish and then we can rip into it, okay? So we don't be here forever. Plus it'll be
reason
have more points.
Special edition doesn't work, and it doesn't have anything to do with choices being silly or new scenes clashing tonally with original material, although that is certainly a problem.
Nothing wrong with that.
What?
Nothing
That
wrong.
scene bad.
I'm so tired of these retards. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's hilarious.
That's really awesome.
I'm sorry.
Awesome CGI too.
It looks really bad though.
It looks really bad though, but it's awesome. Like
I'm sorry. It looks. I gotta be real. It looks
the effect
really bad.
doesn't look good, but the scene is awesome.
It's all right, I guess. You know, it's decent.
Also him doing digitally shifting off. That's basically like making it look even remotely realistic is quite an accomplishment.
I agree. It just doesn't look good. Even back when I watched, like, why does he teleport like that? It's
a good scene.
It's all right.
All right, let's continue.
It's fine.
Really boils down to that whether conscious or real, although that is certainly a problem. What it truly boils down to is that whether conscious or not, every choice made in the development of a film, from the words in the script to the final edit, is done with an understanding of the limitations of the time in which you're making the movie. As visionary as George Lucas was, he did not direct and film Star Wars in a way to prep
I
for
swear there's
future
an airplane over me right now.
Oh yeah,
Just mute yourself.
Yeah, I also live near an airport.
Well, why do we mod anything then? Or make a remaster of anything then? If we just have to make it be what it was at the time when it came out.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
Okay, replica.
Okay, rep. Listen to me, rep. Okay. I'm down. We get it. This guy, not a good video, not good takes. But if he's not going crazy, then we have no means to go crazy, okay? If he is completely calm, then we shall also be completely calm, so that we don't look crazier than them.
Well, that's the thing, Shiny. These videos are concentrated insanity. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, but like, look, if we act crazy while they're calm, they're gonna look like the smart ones. That's just a fact, okay?
But what if the one that sounds smart says the dumb shit?
Well, then you sound smart and say the smart stuff.
Well, there is such a thing as being aggressively right, but I get what you're saying. Jesus,
Or
man.
brutally honest.
Aggressive. I don't think you know what aggressively right means.
You know, like I say, aggressively wrong. Like some of the people we cover, like the.
Aggressively wrong just means like they're wrong to an insane degree. Aggressively right means the exact same thing. Doesn't mean you. That doesn't mean you get angry while being right.
Okay, look, take a step back. Let's be professional about this. I'm sure we all have the ability to, and let's finish covering the video.
Oh, be professional? Okay. Well, we haven't exactly done that. I'll engage in professional. I'll engage in professional mode from now on.
All right, let's continue.
Nobody would. Nobody does that. Every movie. As visionary as George Lucas was, he did not direct and film Star Wars in a way to prep for future technologies. And nobody
really does that.
Nobody does that. Everybody works with the technology they have available to them at the time. Yes, he kept all the original special effects elements for superior compositing decades later, and in that archival sense, he was forward-thinking. But the effects themselves and the live-action scenes around them were done with a mid-1970s sensibility. Now, at this point, I'm sure you're ready to pounce with other examples like Blade Runner, The Final Cut, and Star Trek The Motion Picture Director's Edition. Those work for a simple reason. Those were movies where the problems lay mainly with unfinished special effects, and the digital work done to them was done to fix glaring technical problems.
I don't even see the flaw in this one. What's the issue?
So he's probably contradicting himself. Am I correct?
So he's essentially saying that he thinks that
he fixed problems.
Continue, Airboy.
Sorry. What he's essentially going to say here is that he basically Blade Runner and Star Trek, their main issues were with the special effects, and that was not the case with Star Wars. I don't think you get to dictate whether special effects are satisfying to a director or not.
Well, you know, I mean, he says he can dictate what is the true version of Star Wars, so
yeah.
Expect that much.
Also, Poop Dealer just posted the other video RetroBlasting has, which is Hen's Overrated, the Secret Trilogy.
Yeah, it's a really good video actually. You guys should check it out. Just ignore like the one jab at the prequels.
Mainly with unfinished special effects, and the digital work done to them was done to fix glaring technical problems within the shots, and the effects artists working with the directors were committed.
Did you guys see a glaring problem right there?
What?
I saw nothing wrong with it.
I was
actually.
like, okay, in the final cut, her face is looking towards the camera. That's it. What?
The
What was
effects
glaring
themselves
about
did
that?
not go beyond the boundaries of what would have been possible
know,
in the
right?
years those films were
Is it
made,
nothing?
given
Why does it
budget
have
and
to be? Why does it have to be consistent with what was possible at the time?
I don't understand.
You have to make an
either.
hour-long video to justify that.
time?
For Blade Runner, it was
Well,
very
we
important.
checked how much the video, how long is the video?
15 minutes. We're 7 minutes in, 43 seconds.
Okay, we're almost done.
Oh.
We're almost done.
Okay.
We're
It's kind of
almost
hard to.
done.
It's kind of hard to engage with on some sort of level because he's just like stating
Mm-hmm.
absolutes.
Yeah, like a
Only a
Sith.
tip deals absolutes.
Yeah.
But Obi-Wan, that is an absolute statement.
Well, I mean,
Like,
if he has to say an
really
absolute
bad.
to say a truth, then like so be it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
So be it.
all right, let's.
Through our, our mindset back to 1982.
The goal was to perfect certain shots, to bring them to a higher level, to clean them up and touch them up, but to do as little changing as possible.
I don't know why. Because
Oh,
Blade
I know
Runner.
what's coming up.
Because I mean, I don't know. Blade Runner looks absolutely fantastic. If none of you guys have watched it,
Yeah. Yeah,
like the
dude,
film
it's
has gorgeous shot composition and set design. And it's like, oh, we gotta make sure the woman's face is looking in the right direction or something. I still don't. I'm like, I have that like image in my mind now. Like, what is wrong with
If you
that
touch
shot?
up a scene and basically do
Oh.
so little that it doesn't matter anyway, then you might as well not even make it. This kind of reminds me of that other person who was like, prequels are always bad, and then he said, a good prequel is a prequel that is so detached from everything else that it might as well not even be a prequel.
Yeah.
So
No,
then
he
what's
said
the
just-
point?
No, he basically just said that like, it's not reliant on it being a prequel for it to be a story.
Like, I'm
What?
getting
What?
flashbacks from that guy.
Wait, what did you say there, boy?
Sentaro's whole video was like, oh, prequels are bad because they rely too much on their source material.
They rely too much on
like the what?
And
So
also,
in other
because-
words,
and
don't
also
be
usually just because like
consistent and don't care.
All right. Okay. By this time, I have watched Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. I would say that season 1 kind of deviates. Well, it could still be considered a prequel. Like, it's not really a spin-off / a prequel. It's more like a prequel that is kind of a spin-off.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and there are characters that, spoiler, die in Breaking Bad, but they show up in Better Call Saul.
Spoiler alert: characters die.
Don't say.
Spoiler alert: somebody in Breaking Bad dies.
Oh, god damn it. This controlled form of talking is making me laugh like rags.
Come on, Latvian. I was gonna watch Breaking Bad, but then you just ruined the whole show for me.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Die in F11 Aftermath.
God.
Sorry, man. I thought you already watched it.
Calm down. I don't even know what I was going to say. Latvian, he didn't mean it for real. Whatever.
Sorry, I just took, I don't know, complaints.
Stop apologizing. It's not a problem.
Sorry.
That whatever new effect work it ended up into this film.
I have a spoiler for MQ11 Aftermath.
Been what was
Don't talk about the movies over the video.
produced in '79.
Even to the extent of getting the amount of dirt right and the amount of grain right.
Although they didn't state this
Amount of dirt,
specifically,
right?
you can tell these efforts saw the mistakes of the Star Wars Special Edition and learned an important lesson.
Mos Eisley was one of the scenes that actually prompted this whole adventure of redoing the movie.
The speeder was one of the biggest cringe moments for George. Every time he saw it, and
Oh, he said cringe. Seriously, that word is that old?
Oh my god.
Wait, I was about to say that. Wait, cringe existed like all the way back then?
Yeah.
I would.
Wait, I want to hear that again.
I wish I knew the word cringe, because before that I always said I feel like my hand's on fire.
Scenes that actually prompted this whole
Oh,
adventure.
yeah.
Okay, let's continue.
I want to hear him
the
say
movie.
it.
The speeder was one of the biggest cringe moments for George.
Wow. I'm not gonna look up like the use of the word cringe throughout
All
human
right,
history.
let's take a look. Meaning word cringe, and I see a black man laughing. Okay.
All right, so okay.
To recoil in distaste. It's an actual word in the English language. Holy shit. To
What?
shrink.
Language?
To shrink. Shrink. What? To shrink in fear or servility. What?
So essentially, it was relative to. Essentially,
Someone mute rep.
Terrified animal cringed in the corner.
Wait.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I just have he cringed away from the blow.
so apparently the word
Yeah,
comes from like the word comes from like a Proto-Indo-European word called grenge, to turn
Wait, why is
/
a
to
similar word to cringe woo?
fall.
It says
Guys,
cringe similar woo.
Guys, listen to this. Listen to this.
What?
Beggars cringing to tourists for money. I don't know what the fuck you said, but
Guys, I
whatever.
swear, stop. Just stop
We
it. Stop,
cringe
relax.
under the
All right,
plastic
guys,
bin.
guys,
We
stop
have
it, stop
to
it,
be
stop it.
professional about
Don't
this.
monetize our video, Mr. Replica.
Mimikyu, this is not a professional podcast.
We
We're
cringe
not.
under the plastic bin. Charles gets used to it.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
Every time.
Okay, let's just keep going.
All right,
I
guys.
didn't know cringe had so many definitions.
All right, guys, shut.
Yes, sir.
Right.
I saw it, and
Yeah,
every time
yes.
I've seen it.
Let's see, yes.
Wow, Rick McCallum had weird hair.
Yeah, his hair is so
Don't say that.
dead.
Okay.
Yeah, his
His hair is so
weird.
dead. There's just so much in every single strand of hair.
And, oh my god, I wish I'd give anything to be able to fix that.
Star Wars did have some technical issues worth fixing. No one blames Lucas for wanting to clean up the underside of the land speeder, just as we understand Ridley Scott's want to remove the cables from the spinner takeoff in Blade Runner. But Scott didn't decide to add a dinosaur into the scene either. He simply...
What's wrong with the dinosaur?
What a fair
Like,
representation of the special editions.
It helps bridge the gap between the prequels and the originals by having similar effects, and it adds to the world building.
But it looks
So
bad.
annoying because you know that he is like 100%. You know
Okay,
that this guy is.
Okay, who muted me?
I don't know.
It wasn't me. I blame
Like,
Spinny Slayer.
According to these people, instead of having like the dinosaur and a yellow R5 unit cross the scene where Obi-Wan's being interrogated by the stormtroopers, they rather have like a white and green astromech. Because I looked at some of the original versions, and like the only difference in that scene was the quote-unquote dinosaur and a different colored astromech.
Yes.
In fact, Lego
Pretty much
actually
it.
made both of those astromechs.
That's cool.
was broken.
Oh,
He didn't
wait.
pile new effects from the
Wait,
2000s into a
Fabian.
scene filmed in the early 80s.
Return to the chat.
But Scott
Yes,
didn't
but
What?
well, okay.
But the effects that he used to fix the land speeder were also from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Just put. I'll just say this calmly because I actually agree with Shiny Mimicry that we need to. This shot that you're showing here is out of place in this shot. What he would have done, like, are there flying? Like, I don't know what this movie. What is this movie about? Are there like flying, like cars in this movie?
Though I think so, but essentially I haven't seen it in a while. But essentially, like, no, this is just like an establishing shot of the city right here.
Yeah,
Just,
like,
there's nobody like in
he
the
would have
car or
added
anything.
another flying car or something like that. Like this like what he's basically, what this person I guess cannot just see is that he's applying extreme double standards, but because this is George Lucas and the special editions, like now it is okay, whereas in any other situation he would be an asshole. I mean, that dinosaur
Like look
thing-
at Jurassic Park. Look at Jurassic Park's dated effects. The Brachiosaur, the raptors. Yeah, when
Yeah.
it's in the dark, it looks good, but when it's in the open, it doesn't look so good. But no one
Yeah.
complains about that. The Brachiosaur scene, people still praise it.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say that if all George had did was fix the effects for the land speeder, nobody would have cared. He wouldn't have cared. He admits that. It's just the degree to which the scene is changed that he cares. It's not about whether or not it gets changed. It's just to how much it annoys him. He wants to disguise that with like this word salad about, oh, it doesn't look like 1977, so it can't be in the film. It's just that you don't want it to be in the film. It's fine. I mean, if you just want to like admit that, it's like, oh, I don't like it. It's like, oh, fine. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But like, this is so manipulative, just being like, oh, I have this sort of righteous reason for not liking these stupid special editions.
Bloody special edition.
Disgusting special editions.
Decide to add a dinosaur into the scene either. He simply fixed what was broken. He didn't pile new effects from the 2000s into a scene filmed in the early 80s.
The essence of the storytelling had to be sacrificed for the limits of technology.
Enhancing and remastering films is a
Oh, that's
that's taken out of context.
Whoa.
He was talking about the original cut.
God, Rick McCallum he's been like every single YouTuber takes one of his quotes out of context.
Like rewind that. I want to cover this. Rewind it.
Into a scene filmed in the
Oh
early
wait,
80s.
The essence
everyone,
of the story.
the infamous enter the YouTube chat.
What then?
Okay. Thank
The
you,
reason
Oliver.
Jurassic Park isn't criticized for its effects is because it's perfectly integrated into the film. But if it's dated, then it's clearly not perfectly integrated. Otherwise, it would still hold up. Adam.
From the looks of it, he's trying to use this scene as this person admitting that the special edition, that the story in the special editions is sacrificed for the effects when he's talking about the original cut. Right now, he's talking about the original cut. This person on screen. So, and he's using it out of context. You do that.
It has to be done.
Yeah, that was.
It has to be done. We have to go back to those movies and criticize the shit out of them, just to give these idiots a fucking mirror. Because
I don't want to act like,
and I don't know if you guys know this.
People like.
See,
okay, he posted this.
Yeah, bad practical document is still like this.
Integrated doesn't mean in one page. The infamous.
But it's not. But like, but it looks not very good though. I mean, Jurassic Park mostly holds up, but like, how is it perfectly integrated if it clearly stands out?
All right, let's just continue.
Whatever. I'm not gonna start a Jurassic Park debate with the infamous over here.
Yeah.
Had to be
unless he comes on.
Adam.
No, he's not coming on. we have a full room.
Yes.
For the limits of technology.
Enhancing and remastering films is a very narrow balance beam, especially sci-fi and fantasy films, where special effects age rapidly and the temptation to tinker with modern digital tools must be massive.
Oh my god, what a change! Whoever made that, we gotta straighten them out. They're hack.
Yeah. Michael was doing nothing.
Whoever made that change must be buried.
Not to get existential.
Oh my god, that shot was from 1977. That looks really good. Holy crap.
Where
oh jeez.
Let me.
Let's look at it anymore.
Oh, okay, I can't deal with this anymore. Like we're going to have to
tinker with modern.
We're going to have to drop some people. This is too chaotic.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe Oliver can.
Oh no.
Oliver keeps speaking out of.
Now we're kicking left.
God
Shiny
damn it.
leaves.
Why did he left? Come on.
No.
What? I like him.
Not
Cool.
you, Shine. Whatever. I shouldn't have said anything. God damn it.
Okay.
God damn it. Mother.
Oh god. Oh god. We got to be back shiny unless you stop
tools
my
must
from
be
coming
massive.
here.
And we redid those with computer graphic spaceships.
Not to get existential, but Lucas himself was a
Yeah.
different man in 1997 than he was in
We
1977.
can't
His
let Adam
mentality and his
enter this chat.
Okay, Oliver,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Lucas was a different man than in 1977 than he is now. Do you know how stupid that is to say?
Yeah, no shit.
Oh,
Holy-
finally.
Nobody stays nobody
he-
stays the
he-
same as a person. People
He was money
evolve.
craving because he made the prequels and he dared merchandise them.
What is it just right said you have to evolve as a critic, in this case as a filmmaker.
Okay.
You have to evolve.
1997 than he was in 1977. His mentality and his preferences had already changed in subtle and not so subtle ways. My point being that
Okay, why the hell Shiny left?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh god damn it, why the fuck he left?
We're going to understand why Nalms only wants 4 people.
Yeah, we should probably limit it to less than 7, honestly.
Maybe
Well,
limit
that's
to
for another
6.
time.
So, okay,
that
whatever.
Lucas himself couldn't go home again either. Star Wars is factually a product of 1977. The film
No.
stocks, the lenses, the shot compositions, the editing, and even the acting styles are all specific to that place and time. The
No,
special-
because he
Well, that's not
modeled
even
his,
true, is it?
he modeled
Because
his lines after the 1930s acting style.
I believe it was 50s actually, but
No. That was, he said in the 50s method acting became popular. I prefer the 30s.
but the original trilogy is very much method acting. It's not based off of the 30s.
Yeah, method acting, where they used meth.
Look at that! Look at that difference between them.
Honestly,
Like,
I still think it looks
19
really good for 1977, but there's a
But
clear
97 is
improvement.
unmatched compared to.
Well, I mean, the original
Television
looks
doesn't
good,
work because
but
we're dealing with an entirely new effects philosophy contemporary to the late 90s. The shot compositions are done with a completely different temporal mentality with fewer technological limitations than faced in 1977. And inserted
And this is a problem because
who cares?
into a film that cannot change its late 70s stripes. And there's nothing wrong with being a late 70s film. Watching the
it's a problem to George, and that's really all that matters. George didn't want it to be limited by the 70s. In fact, I would dare to say that it's not limited by the 70s, even in the original cut. It's ahead of its time, like 10 years ahead of its time in its effects. But he still wants to improve it. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. No. Nothing at all. Come on.
Okay.
4K 77 effort from Team -1 was a sublime.
Yeah, screw you.
Okay, question. Okay. Have we limited to 6 people?
No clue.
6 has been limited to 6. So
I feel very bad now
perfect.
about excluding Oliver.
Yeah, me too. But I think 6 people is manageable, and besides, 5 people are only talking, with only one.
Yeah, I would say 5 people would make the most sense because Lupus is. I really I kind of feel bad for Lupus. He doesn't do anything besides set up the stream. Oh yeah, he's been talking about 4K 77. I wonder what he has to say about.
Levian,
Reversal
scan the chat for if Oliver wants to make a point, okay?
Everything our generation
Okay.
has been chasing since we were kids. We fell in love with Star Wars as children.
So he doesn't really say anything about it. Listen here, Retro, my guy. You do realize that the changes being made by 4K 77 are made with modern day technology.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oliver said, but I want to join with you guys and gals.
Yeah, I don't think we have any. Does he think that Shiny Mimic is a girl or something?
Oh no.
Or you think I'm a girl?
4K wasn't. I don't think anyone even. Yeah, you're right. 4K probably wasn't even in there.
Oh, I mean, the film could be converted to 4K if possible.
Yes,
but
but I mean, like,
but not at the time. They don't really have that kind of digital technology. And I think thanks to George's stride in visual in digital technology, which he started with the special editions, now we can convert films to 4K. Still have no idea why he didn't do that with Attack of the Clones and Avengers.
Okay. Question. Okay, Poop Dealer says you guys getting Dishonored Wolf vibes watching this video. What the fuck is he talking about? Dishonored Wolf? What? When did
I have no clue.
Well, Dishonored Wolf did hate the prequel, so he might be.
Dishonored Wolf did say a lot of things about the special editions that were not very nice.
What? So we're basically him?
I actually didn't.
No.
Like, I actually didn't disconnect on like my choice. It kicked me out.
Oh.
Children,
Wait, what?
because it was
My Wi-Fi. I didn't like disconnect because of what you guys were saying. Like my Wi-Fi was acting up. It all of a sudden just kicked me out.
Why is he a token female now?
Gotcha.
Okay.
From Team Negative
Because
1 was
all
a
of a sudden
sublime
guys and
reversal
gals,
on everything
and I
our
just chose
generation
the guy
has
with the
been
highest voice.
Yeah.
chasing since we were kids. We fell in love with Star
Wow.
Wars as children because
Thank
it was
you.
an
You're welcome.
instant
It's
cinema
not my
tradition.
fault. I just have a high voice. Okay.
It's not even high though.
You are 14, right? Token
Yes,
female?
I'm 14.
Yeah, no, I don't think your
Uh,
voice is high.
wait.
It's just the highest
Question.
by default because we all have like really low voices.
Question.
We're
Did
all
someone
powerful.
forgot to add that 6 people limit? I think someone removed it.
Yeah, Oliver kept him.
I feel too bad for Oliver. I don't think he was in the watch together this whole time. So, yeah.
In the ranks of The Wizard of Oz and It's a Wonderful Life. Like our favorite Dr. Seuss storybook, the story of Star Wars didn't change, but that didn't deter us from reading it over and over and over again. In fact, that's why.
Then why not read it over and over again with new additions to make it more fresh?
Oh, come on.
Why we loved watching it again and again. The story was that.
Yeah, but it's eventually going to get stale.
No, I mean, I honestly disagree. I don't think that any of these Star Wars movies can ever get stale.
No, but I mean,
they're so rewatchable to an insane degree.
Right.
Watching it again and again and again.
But there's nothing wrong with wanting improvements.
Now that was interesting. You can nitpick
Not on your life.
Fundamentally, Star Wars is the story was that good, and the effects didn't need fixing or enhancing. Just a few since we were kids. We thought Star Wars didn't.
Okay, someone again changed the. Fuck, who removed the 6 people limit? Now add it to unlimited one.
Oh, that sounds like a bad idea. But 7's a good.
No, it's only 7.
No, you guys thought that 6. You changed it to 6. Oh, whatever.
Didn't need fixing or enhance and over again. In fact, that's why we loved watching it. Get a few cleanups here and there. In adulthood, we were sold an idea that Star Wars is only great if it's new again.
No one ever said that.
No one ever. Yeah.
No one ever said
Really,
that.
no one.
Oh my god.
This is a trap. What? This is actual revisionist history.
This is the most. Why would I ever? If I make a game, why would I ever record a new voice line? I mean, the old one is like the original. So I can't. If I say, "All right, get to the staircase," why would I replace it with "get to the staircase"? I mean, what's the point of that anyway? I mean, it's just, okay. Everybody's getting spooky now, but what's the point of that anyway? Like,
it's the original. It doesn't need fixing.
I want to make a project now where every time I do something like once, like we go with it, like
just one take.
That should be easy. We're okay. Airborne, I want you to just write like a simple Halloween story. We're gonna act it out in Gmod. It's just all gonna be one take. It's going to be the most. It's going to be the most paranoid movie I ever make.
Just your first takes will be like, so if you stumble over a word and then you like shout fuck, that's getting it.
Here we are, but we wanted Star Wars to always be young and pretty, except it isn't, and fundamentally never can be, and that's okay.
Well, it is now.
When I have a cold, I want to curl up in the old duck blanket that's been in my family since I was a kid. I don't see the old. I don't see the imperfections. I see and cherish what's familiar about the blanket.
Don't ask questions. Consume product.
The duck has holes in it, is very old, needs to be fixed and repaired. It ages just like anything else in this planet ages. Because one day, if you keep doing this shit, the duck's head is going to fall over.
Who is playing
What's familiar about the blanket? The tradition.
In this R2 unit of yours seems a bit beat up. You want a new one? Not on your life. That little droid and I've been through a lot together.
That is taking R2-D2 and replacing him with a whole nother droid.
Yeah, like
it's not even a good comparison.
They're gonna fix him.
Yeah, they literally do at the end of the film. Like R2's like on his last legs, and they're like, okay, we'll fix him up.
He's like shiny.
And then at the end of the ceremony, it's like this, it's like this shiny ceremony droid. You know,
the movie itself goes against what he's saying.
Yeah, it's just kind of sad.
Can we watch that again?
Hey, Luke. Why did you become Jedi? Why you not become like you were before when you in the original movie when you were Farboy? Fuck progress.
You want a new one? Not on your life.
Yeah, that's basically what this guy's saying. Fuck progress.
That little droid and I've been through a lot together.
Now that was interesting. You can nitpick minor changes in different editions of Lord of the Rings, but
there's many different versions.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're nitpicking.
Okay, prepare yourselves because he's going to defeat his own argument, and it's going to be really, really funny.
All right.
Nothing massive jumps out at you. And from 1977 to 1996.
Okay, you just bypassed the whole thing. Okay.
So that was entirely like what stands out to you might not stand out to somebody else. So that giant dinosaur creature is worthless to me as a change. Like, I do not care either way. It could be in, it could be out. Improved lightsabers. That stands out to me because I think it's a great change. I think it was a required change. The muddled color grading, that kind of stands out to me because I don't think it's a very good change. Personally, I don't think it's a good change. Not that there's like objective quality to how I like color grading. But like, I doubt that a lot of other people care about color grading because they're more focused on the dinosaur or Han shooting first or the Jabba scene or the new CGI space battle at the end. Well, it's not really entirely CGI, but parts of it are.
Yeah. I just saw something.
Everything's got to be the exact same. You can't have change.
Oh god.
Except for when the change is small, because Blade Runner can do it and Star Trek can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just not Star Wars because it's 1977 and 77 film that it's okay to be an old film. What?
6. There was nothing massively different about Star Wars each time you watched it. What we love about Star Wars isn't going to be found in front of us. No.
What?
But I like those two things, especially Fallen Order. I love Fallen Order.
What is this?
What? I mean,
I don't know.
also like Mandalorian from a technical perspective is fantastic.
I want to live in this world where you can only enjoy the first thing of everything.
Hey, Airborne, do you like Half-Life 1? It kind of reminds me of Fear 1. You know, like when we played Halo 1 together? That's so good. Also,
Oh my
Lord of the
God,
Rings
yeah.
1. That was so good. I love Lord of the Rings
God.
1.
You know what? I just love me food number one, the first food ever invented. I can eat that for eternity. we all just eat deer for the rest of our lives because why have new food when you could just have that traditional old stuff?
Oh,
It's
technically,
like the definition of like your boomer grandpa was like, man, back in my day we had like the TV box. Now you got like this Xbox One. Why not just use the old TV, huh? It works just as well, don't it?
Well, like that's because I mean, even your boomer dad, like he's like grandpa, but like even if he might react like that, he still likes his chicken as well as his pig meat or whatever. Like he's like he only says that because he can't figure out the Xbox. So this guy is like not senile. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. I also don't think it's mentality like these things. I mean, I don't think the Mandalorian's all that great. I think it's fine. I think the tracking fobs were stupid as heck, and Baby Yoda's kind of weird. But Jedi Fallen Order is really, really good. Like honestly,
Yeah.
it is a great game. It's like, oh, this in front of us, it's not behind us. It's not where it started. So stupid.
No new video game or TV show will be a substitute for what the original Star Wars achieved in our collective history.
What?
It's not trying to be.
It's an addition to it.
It's not trying to be. Also,
Do you think I watch Star Wars: The Clone Wars and be like, "Oh my god, yeah, finally, I can stop watching A New Hope"?
Does this man really not understand that this applies to everything if it applies to Star Wars?
Yeah, like absolutely.
Oh yeah, you know that lasagna, the first lasagna you had? That's the only lasagna you can have for your entire life. No lasagna will ever top it.
Yeah. Also,
Never get to eat lasagna once in your whole life.
Oh yeah.
I don't even like lasagna. That sounds horrible.
You don't like lasagna? What's wrong with you?
I used to like.
Yes,
when
I'm
I was,
back.
like, when I was a child, I thought it was the most disgusting thing ever. Now I think it's just sort of like, all right.
You are a foul creature.
I like
lasagna is like the best dish on the planet.
Okay.
So everyone, before we continue the video, I'm going to Infamous literally contradict himself. Like the revolt vomit. He thinks Empire is the best, but he still did these awful videos on it. He just
Empire is the best. Luke's character development in that film is Star Wars at its best. It was smart and it made sense. You're a child.
Well, you're not wrong.
So, what you want from every story, basically.
History. Star Wars transcend of ever going to be found in front of us. No new video game or TV show will be a substitute for what the original Star Wars achieved in our collective history. Even if you're a fan of everything that's come since, I've never heard anyone say that they were equally satisfied with everything that's followed in the wake of that first trilogy.
All right, bitch. Episode 3 is far more awesome than episode 4.
You're goddamn right.
No.
Agreed.
I will say episode 3 is better than episode 4, 5, and 6, but only
Revenge of
marginally.
the Sith is best Star Wars movie.
I agree, but not by a lot. Only by a little.
You know the meme where it's like, "Oh, we've only begun. We're only getting started." You know, I feel like I this is like one of those few times I actually want to say that. Like he's like, "Oh, we can only enjoy the original trilogy." It's like, no, I think we can enjoy a bit more than that. Oh god!
I mean, you look the prequels and like some episodes of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, I think that
The
satisfies
first
me as much
episode
as
is
the original
the Clone
trilogy.
Wars. Oh,
Really?
we can only.
Okay,
Oh, we
so
can only watch the first episode.
Well,
yeah.
boy, I'm happy there's a movie of it now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We know we can't even watch the show. We just got to watch the theatrical release over and over again.
Basically.
Yeah. Also, we're going to
Wait,
No,
is
no,
the
no,
video
no,
playing
even
for anyone
better,
else?
we can't
Like,
even watch.
Kind of, you guys are talking over the video.
The
Sorry.
video's not playing for us.
Okay.
Playing.
Okay, who the fuck is doing that? I'm gonna fucking strangle them.
Okay.
I think it's Adam.
Relax.
But
So essentially, no, we can't even watch the movies anymore. We just gotta read the scripts of the first drafts. Because it can never,
For what
the
the
theatrical
original
edition of
Star
a film
Wars
can never
achieved
be a
in
substitute.
our
Okay, who's fucking doing it? Britain Slayer.
You guys are both trying to pause at the same time, so the video
No,
keeps
the
playing.
fucking stupid Britain Slayer probably is doing it to annoy us.
I'm
or
not.
Adam.
No, he's not.
If you want me to annoy you, I can.
So-
I can just do this.
Okay,
No, don't do anything.
okay.
be
I have
quiet.
an idea of who it is.
Guys,
I think it's Adam on Twitter.
All right,
Probably.
let's just continue.
history. Even if you're a fan of everything that's come since, I've never heard anyone say that they were equally satisfied with everything that's followed in the wake of that first trilogy. That's because Star Wars transcended being just another story. Star Wars isn't just another movie to our generation. It's
Yeah, all six of those brilliant
I'm
films.
beginning to feel like this guy hates
Transcend.
everything that's not episode 4, and I know for a fact that's not true.
Yeah.
not on the VHS rack in our minds alongside Beverly Hills Cop and
Hey,
Predator. Star
hey,
Wars
he's
is on the
contradicting
shelf.
himself. Batman Returns is there.
Yeah. Also, can I say another one of the quotes to explain the Honorable Vomit series? The reason why Adam doing this because he wants to prove that TFA and TLJ aren't that bad.
Oh yeah, I
Bruh.
remember. You mean like those the unbridled vomit videos, essentially saying like all the films are objectively bad. That was a treat. That they're kind of worthless, but it was still funny to watch.
Yeah.
No offense, Adam. They were really bad videos.
Star Wars isn't just another movie to our generation. It's not on the VHS rack in our minds alongside Beverly Hills Cop and Predator. Star Wars is on the shelf in your mind with your grandmother's chicken soup, roasting marshmallows around the campfire, your favorite storybook from childhood, and the lullaby your mother would sing you to sleep with.
Oh God, is that obsessed with that movie?
Why is he comparing like Star Wars
Honestly,
to
I
a
would
recipe?
consider Star Wars to be superior. All six Star Wars films to be superior to my grandma's chicken soup, roasting marshmallows by a fire, and my favorite storybook from my childhood.
Okay, like I think he should go to a medic.
I kind of want to. I kind of want to. I want to go into the movie Ratatouille, and just go. You know the scene when the critic guy tastes the ratatouille, and it reminds him of his childhood. Like,
yeah.
I basically want to go back to that scene. Then when he like puts it in his mouth, you know, he's like remembering. Like I want to put Retro Blaster on like the picture on there, and then go like, nah, brah. And he just puts it down and like gives it the low score.
Star Wars was more than a movie. As the credits rolled on Team -1's 4K77 preservation of Star Wars,
I started realizing how much I like the Blu-ray edition because it's just that good.
Yeah. Also, this
It's
thing's
what
not
he would
centered.
say if he was smart.
Wait.
Yeah.
The editing in this video right now, it's not even centered on the TV.
Oh my God! It's off center.
Video
editing.
Like I can't even say this video has excellent production value. The Goldman made a. Like at least the Goldman edited his video well. This is just off center.
Doesn't have any pretentious piano music. Come on, man. Come on, man. He
I realized I'd finally gone home again. After decades of travel, I didn't
Where was the sign?
reach home by going forward and reluctantly accepting things I disliked because they
And
had
what
a
if
Star
people
Wars
grew up with
logo
the special
on it. Nor did
editions?
What are you
I
talking
didn't accept
I
stuff to
don't know
get.
what he's talking about. He just needs to go to the medic.
Do you
feel
think
like if
Star
I were to
Wars
ask
fans
him that-
just like accept things because they have Star Wars slapped onto them? Star Wars fans, they rip into Star Wars more than anybody else, as they should.
I'm going to stream Fair too.
Wait,
Dude, there's only one Fear game. Don't you know this?
I'm not. I'm the smallest chance that I turn out like this retard. I will not. No, I'm going to stream Fair 2 in a few days. I'm not. No more elitism for me. This level of insanity, I don't even want to get close to. I'm gonna stream
Okay.
Fair.
Maybe
Did I get there?
stream MK11 as well.
Holy
Someday.
shit.
by standing still. I turned around and fought to acquire the experience we first had, adults and children alike.
Except now it's 4K and green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
And also, McClunky.
Okay, well, to be fair, well, McClunky is Disney Plus edition.
It means to the death.
Yeah, but it's lame. Actually, McClunky comes from Sebulba. He said it in The Phantom Menace.
Why the fuck?
He says to Anakin, I'm gonna race you to the death.
Cool.
Okay, what? Why does he say? Why did they change to McClunky? Was that Lucas edit?
That was Lucas's idea, yes.
And Disney made it. So
yeah, Disney put it in for him.
So it's Disney's fault then.
No, it's still Lucas.
Oh my god, who keeps on putting it back?
That's what I want to know.
I blame it on Replica.
Did I get there by standing
Oh,
still?
I think it's...
I turned around and fought to acquire the experience we first had, adults and children alike. When you sit down and read your favorite childhood storybook to your own children, you don't want it to suddenly have new pages or missing pages or new illustrations. You want it to be unaffected by such trivial commercialism because the story...
Trivial commercialism.
Commercial. Also,
You're a fucking toy reviewer.
You review toys.
Wait, everyone.
What?
You know, there's an 8th person there. Like, an 8th person. There's 7 of us here.
There's an 8th person in this podcast?
No, to watch together.
Oh wait,
that could
was
just be somebody watching along in the server.
Oh no, I accidentally joined as a guest, so I went out of it and it obviously kept it in.
Oh
wow!
Getsu, if you guys couldn't tell, with his toy reviews, he's basically all Kenner good, modern bad. That's it.
Oh, great.
Yeah, there are occasional some toys like the modern, like what the Rogue One toys. Like he kind of likes those, but even in the modern Rogue One toys, he prefers the 5 POA versions because they're more similar to the Kenner ones. Like, yeah, I guess they stand up better, but he just basically like Kenner.
Production value
was so
production value in toys has dropped off.
Yeah,
in recent
yeah.
years.
I will say that, yes.
The 2000s were probably the peak of it, and it just went down.
Like now, only like really high quality stuff when it comes to like Star Wars merchandise is basically Lego. Like there's a few cool action figures. Like Hasbro just released like a ARC Trooper 5's Echo and Jesse pack and a Gonk droid, which I have. Like,
here's an example of how toy quality has dropped in recent years. Say take the Lost World Jurassic Park toys. Like you could get stuff in eggs and you'd open
rubber
it up
dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Yes.
you'd have rubber dinosaurs. You'd have little things that you could build. Like you could just pick up eggs in the store.
And it would be spammed everywhere.
Exactly. Whereas you go to
Now I
Jurassic
can't even
World,
find Mattel Jurassic World in store anymore.
Oh no, I'm just talking about Hasbro Jurassic World. They just...
Oh no, we do not talk about Hasbro Jurassic World. We do not mention that, Tizzy.
Now that is a decline in quality.
Alright, I have to go to the bathroom.
Guys, why are you talking about like these? Why are you guys talking about these dinosaur movies for nerds?
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll just say that this whole video is just some.
Okay, Jurassic Park and its
not like
merchandise
how
is
they
a debate
remembered.
for another day. We should just finish this.
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll just say this whole video is just it's basically like a I don't know how old this guy is, but just like a I guess middle-aged dude just sort of whining that it's not like how it was before.
He was born in 1978, so he would be 42
Everything
years old.
this guy says,
Yeah,
I can counter by everything this guy says. I can counter by saying I grew up with remastered, and that's like the original intended awesome version for me.
No, I feel like if you were to tell him that, he'd be like, "Well, that's George's problem for making the remasters.
Yeah, but it's
and he
like-
wouldn't have this problem if he didn't mess with them." Like, I feel like that's what he'd say.
Yeah,
but then if he didn't mess with them, he wouldn't have this like complaint of like, "Oh, I grew up with it." It's kind of it's very much a catch-22 where it's like in order to debunk any sort of like, well, I grew up with the special editions, you have to acknowledge their existence.
Yeah,
It's
and
a
this
mess.
fucker doesn't want to acknowledge their existence.
Exactly.
Does anyone miss the days where you didn't know about all this internet drama of the prequels and you could just watch Star Wars for Star Wars?
Yeah.
What just happened with the Watch Together?
Some fucker just keeps spamming the play button.
And you're passing that same sense.
I'm not touching it, so it's not me.
I'm just trying to
Let's go. Let's fucking
of
continue.
wonder onto your own family. Now, I recognize I could be talking to parents who don't even read to their kids anymore, which is a tragic state of affairs. But
Maybe, but
I mean,
in the words of DJ, maybe.
I'm hoping that I'm not. And if there's a change to the recipe of your grandmother's chicken soup, you taste it immediately. You don't want that changed either. The greatest film.
Well, not
My
necessarily.
It's excellent lasagna, but she is like, but originally she like her recipe was a bit different. Then she changed it. Now I think it tastes even better. Not that original lasagna was bad. It was actually great because I love lasagna. But this new lasagna that she makes, she adds more cheese and she uses a different kind of sauce. And I think it tastes better. I don't think that my childhood has been bastardized because she wanted to make better lasagna. It's her lasagna.
Variety provides improvement.
yes.
Yes.
Films of our time are usually afforded that luck.
This guy should get the hint of
and the
it.
sad thing is, George did this for the fans. George wanted to give the fans a better product with better effects, and the fans didn't like it. That's what's sad about this.
And that makes me super sad.
Luxury as well, because they have passed beyond the boundaries of product and they have become legend. Star Wars, shockingly, has not been granted that privilege.
What?
What? I'd argue more kids have watched Star Wars than The Wizard of Oz. At least, or at the very least, watched it more times over.
I've never watched I've never watched It's a Wonderful Life, so
Either. I've only watched out of the movies here, A New Hope, yes, A New Hope, and The Wizard of Oz.
I have only read.
It's called Star Wars.
I only have listened. Oh, whatever. Let's continue.
All other works that have achieved the status of tradition are so respected. And so the fans do the best work they can to see that we can still go home again. And now.
Yeah, and George Lucas allows you to do that.
Yeah, but what? But why?
That absolute legend allows you to do that, and you're just like, George, why did you take it away from us?
Question: why has Disney haven't like stopped production of the 4K project? They did it to they tried to mess around with Star Wars Theory. Yet, but they ignored this.
Yeah.
It's because they saw Star Wars Theory as being successful with something they could have made. Well, couldn't have because they're obviously not as creative, but like they could have made a Vader film, you know? They got
or
mad.
Or Boba Fett.
Now that I'm home, I don't have any compulsion to watch the revised editions ever again. What's the point? Now, if you're too jaded to appreciate what I'm saying, the loss is
too jaded to appreciate what he's saying. Excuse me.
I'm more like
I think it's the
pissed
most
off.
arrogant thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
You're
I'm more
too
pissed
jaded
off.
to appreciate what I'm saying.
Oh God.
Oh
This guy
God,
doesn't
I want
even
to
know.
punch this guy in his nose.
This guy doesn't even know what jaded means. Bored or lacking enthusiasm, typically after having too much of something.
you may never find your way back. You might say you see outdated special effects, but I see a seamless experience, both aesthetically and conceptually from beginning to end. When I
A seamless experience. That's just not true.
I honestly don't really care if special effects are outdated. Like I'm much more interested in the cinematography of it all. Like the Phantom Menace, the sunset, both in the original edition and the special edition, still doesn't look all that convincing. It's very obviously CGI, but the shot still looks amazing. That's what I care about more. But if a filmmaker wants to improve the seams in their film, they should be allowed to. Because George Lucas, because there were seams in the original. Slugger, a film from an era.
Guys, the stream's not even up, so
Stream not working.
the stream's not working, so none of this. We can't continue.
What the fuck? Let me refresh the page. Calm down.
No, I just refreshed.
No,
the page.
it's working for me. It's all good on my end.
Everybody be quiet. The stream is up and running. It totally works. I just literally heard myself say the stream is up and running. Everything's fine.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's go.
Okay, thank goodness.
I hate it when this crap happens.
And you prefer the latest and greatest. I know your type. You'd rather be this guy than this guy.
This R2 unit of yours seems a bit beat up.
Saw flaws,
What?
and you prefer.
Wait, is he calling you?
I know your
Is he
type.
saying
You'd
that
rather
you're
be this
primitive
guy
and that
than
you're
this
not
guy.
as smart as?
No, he's saying like the opposite. Like that we only like new
Not in
things.
your life.
We don't really care about tradition.
Well, I'm never criticizing anything for being new anymore. I like the way I like how the older car looks.
I know
but
your type. You'd
more
rather
than the
be
new
this
one.
guy
But
than this
if
guy.
I don't want to be like this guy. So fuck that.
Personally,
I know your type. You'd
No,
rather
I
be
mean,
this
if
guy
we're gonna go by that logic, I
really
really do not like the look of the sequel
Not in your
trilogy,
life. That little
especially Rise of
droid knife drew a lot together.
Skywalker. I think it looks as like Tross. The newest Star Wars film, mind you, looks like trash.
well, the new Star Wars films, they're latest, but they're not the greatest.
No, not even by a.
I have one version of Rise of Skywalker. Red.
Rise of Skywalker is like by far the ugliest Star Wars film, even more than Solo, honestly, in retrospect. And it's like
Fastest car in the 1970s.
What the
You gotta be kidding me! Why add?
the video's not even over.
For fuck's sake!
started, I honestly haven't found much of a reason way back. Never a guy who knows in Star Wars.
What? No.
Stitch experience, both aesthetic 97 stat
Here we go.
the skin of a movie that
Maybe this is why I normally use a
saw
StreamYard.
flaws, and you prefer the
Okay,
latest.
right
and
here, we're
greatest.
good.
I
Okay,
know
we're
your
good.
type.
There we go.
You'd rather
Continue. Nobody do anything. I'll pause and play it.
Go yourself.
Wow. Wow.
Either Latvian, like
I'd rather be my own guy than
like
that.
either Latvian censored himself or Discord cut out at the exact right time so that it censored Latvian saying fuck.
Oh god damn it!
It's a good
I like how, you know what makes this more insidious? Because that guy's like old. Fucking hell.
So it makes him a boomer.
Well, this guy's a boomer.
Oh,
Seriously.
like it ending, like the stream
Not
is
on your life. That little droid knife been through a lot together.
ending right
I
there.
mean, does this guy think that I don't hate the original editions. I'll still watch those.
Okay,
If somebody
guys,
only
it's getting
has
annoying.
them, like their house, like, hey, I only got the ODs. I don't have the special editions. It's like, it's like, okay, I'll watch those too. I like those, you know.
The stream just went mad.
What?
Go on the stream.
Yeah,
For some
guys, the
reason,
intro
the video
kept the outro kept repeating. Who kept going back?
What?
Let me
Oh
look
my
at the stream.
God. We left.
I don't know.
We left the thing on. We left the video on.
This guy, then this guy.
All right,
Stop
don't
pushing it back.
don't move it.
That's getting annoying.
All right, don't.
Oh my.
Don't
Oh
touch
my
it.
God.
Don't touch it. I have something funny to tell you guys.
You'd rather be this guy.
So
than
the
this
fastest
guy.
car from the 19. Oh no, this is 1970. Oh well. Anyway, the fastest car was 142 miles per hour. Wow. The fastest car today, the Devil 16. I don't know anything about cars, but this is number one. 560 miles per hour. Oh, no. Sorry, that was KPH. 347 miles per hour. That means that from the 70s onward to now, we have only doubled the speed. Not tripled or 4 times.
I mean, it's still pretty impressive.
So that car from the 70s is still really, really fast. So...
Okay, who skipped
I
it?
also wouldn't say that the special editions are 3 times or 4 times as good as the OG.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't say that. I would
Alright,
say that
let's-
they're like, I don't know, like 1.5 times as good. Like,
Okay, let's
that
continue.
also-
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Let's just end it.
You got somewhere to be.
Don't click forward, goddammit. Stop. Hold on.
Video's over.
I'm making a point here.
Why
So,
the
shut up, Matthew.
Latvian, you got like a date? You got like a girlfriend just waiting for you?
No! God damn it!
Chill out.
I'm going to go watch Mulan 2009 after this. I'm in more of a hurry than you. Stop bullshitting. All right.
Sorry.
So anyway, God damn it, I forgot my point. All right, well, what my mind thinks I was getting at is that the prequels might be that like super race car, the Devil 16 or whatever, in terms of thing. The sequels, I mean, they're like fucking van that like explodes. Like that, but you know, like, look, if you're afraid that I mean, this thing is like, I mean, let's see here, an insane dose of 450 horsepower at least. Mini House rated it as among the 10 best muscle cars of the 70s. Like, I mean, if that, look, I think it's safe to say the prequels have done a little bit better than that. They're not just the best. I mean, Star Wars Episode 4. It's not exactly the best of that 10 years. It's the best of like the next 25 years. So if you're afraid that it's like getting outdated anytime soon, I would invite you to go watch The Invisible Man 1933 and just see how good filmmaking could be over 100 years ago. Well, that's not 100 years, but whatever. Compare this, the idea that, I mean,
the day Revenge of the Sith becomes dated is the day where my grandchildren are dead.
And it's also the day when we get cars that drive at 2 billion miles per hour. Like, it's just, like, this is such a stupid fucking point to come from. Like, of course we're gonna get better stuff. Like, that's how shit works. Yeah. I mean, I have got technology now that I just got now that allows me to upscale pictures and like make them higher resolution. Before that, I would have to deal with low res like screenshots from Steam that just look like shit. And the best way to like fix that is by just basically downloading a screenshot program and then making a absurdly large screenshot that like has everything in detail. But I can upscale it now, and I also have a new program now called Dane that allows me to make any animation, whether it's like Disney from like the '60s or like some thing I saw now today. I can make it now 60 FPS by like I don't know how, it's like magic, but that's how technology works. If you want to make something old better by using new technology to make it look even better, then that's a good thing. That's just a good thing. That's not a net negative unless it's like janky or weird. But like, you shouldn't like this. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. If we got the OT without any changes, they would be beautiful movies with amazing stuff in them that look and sound really, really old.
Yeah, old.
I mean,
that doesn't make it bad. I mean, like, I do kind of understand where it's coming from. Where it's like, yeah, it might look old. Doesn't mean we have to change it. But it doesn't mean we can't.
One of my favorite movies of all time is 1933. The Invisible Man. If I saw that movie in its original form only, I'd still be like, oh, it's a good movie, but I'd also be like, man, wish this could get like a modern rendition. I mean, it looks so washy and it's so weird. You know, like the copy I saw was like a HD like remastered like thing. It was like
so a bad version.
Like it shows the special effects, you know, that they use with the green screen off really well, and it's really cool to watch. You know, like
no, it's bad. Why can't you just? Don't you believe in tradition, Replica? Like that film, like that Replica 1933. They deserve to have their childhoods restored and fulfilled.
Yeah, true. Did anyone know that days later?
They deserve it.
Weird.
These pictures, they prove it. Like they prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Like this,
it's like they're thinking about their childhood, but they're not thinking about like others' childhoods.
Yeah.
This is This is something I use in my Gmod videos. One of them is the original, the other one is the upscaled one. Notice how many little details jump out at you that you didn't notice before.
Is the bottom one the upscaled?
The bottom one is the upscaled one.
Okay.
No, both look equally ugly.
What the? What?
That's called.
What am I staring at?
That's a face.
It's a texture. It's a texture for a model.
Yeah, they use.
Replica.
Looks like something I'd find on a creepypasta website.
But that's just how textures look for game models. They're all like super splayed out.
Oh my! Video games. Those weren't alive in 1977. That's new.
Back in my day, we had to play kick the can.
His ears look way better. The hair is more real. You know, like it just. I could show this to the audience right now, but it's that kind of crap that like this whole this purity spiraling about an original arbitrary version of the movie that's so fantastic and perfect, and you know
what? Back in my day, our source of entertainment was just throwing rocks at homeless people down by the creek. Okay. Now we got to do now we gotta like watch these movies. Don't you guys care about the tradition of throwing rocks at the poor? Like nothing can ever replicate that childhood experience of abusing the lower class.
Oh my gosh, this is getting weird. Weird examples.
Can I say something, guys?
Sure.
What happened to the good general?
I think he was doing something with the stream.
He left.
He just left.
Left.
Oh my god! Why can't we just like go back to when we didn't have air conditioning? Why do we need to improve our homes?
Yeah, why don't we just roll up the windows, guys, or roll them down?
Yeah, why don't we live like we're in the Roman times?
I preferred my home from my childhood when I was sweating to death in the summer. That was much better.
I have a better example in Side 19.
Yeah.
Like,
all right. All right.
All I can tell is like the bottom one is slightly like less yellow.
Well,
and the eyebrows. The eyebrows are like slightly more defined. Yeah.
Yeah, there's less of a blur, less of a haze.
Yeah, like it's not perfect, but they upscaled all the textures, like also the background, like the buildings and everything is like more high res now, and it looks objectively better. Like it just does. Like it's not perfect, but it's better. Like you told
I would
me,
honestly love a modern remake of KOTOR. Like no new like weird game stuff. Just like a perfect one-to-one remake where they just completely redid the models, but like the story and the dialogue's exactly the same. Like that would be amazing. Like, can you imagine KOTOR and Jedi Fallen Order graphics?
I want. You know what? I want more than anything Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga with Lego TFA graphics.
They're doing that. Lego the Skywalker Saga.
Skywalker Saga. No, they're like redoing the gameplay entirely.
This gigapixel upgrade brings out the details that I never noticed and allows me to appreciate Half-Life 2 in a way I haven't this literally brings me like back to when I saw it the first time, when it was like when Half-Life 2 was like the hottest shit and it was the most HD game ever. Like it looked like the lower one to me from my perspective. Now upscaling it, it looks like really good again. Like it's still the game is still better because there's all types of little things and details that you can't bring back by just raising the textures. But it highlights the game's beauty in a way that wasn't previously as noticeable.
But
as far as I'm concerned, that's exactly what George Lucas does with the special edition. He just highlights the beauty of the movies in ways we didn't notice earlier.
Yeah. Well, no, it did more than that.
Yeah, definitely more than that. But
everyone.
But Replica, Half-Life 2 is a 2004 game, and when you make an HD upscale, it's no longer a 2004 game. And so
I don't see people in the Pokemon community having problem with remakes. Like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, a remake of Gold and Silver is considered to be one of the best Pokemon games.
Well, all Pokemon games are just a remake of the first one. At me.
Well, I mean the story is different, but like the gameplay's the same. This is a whole discussion, but like yeah.
Sorry, I really don't like Pokemon.
Fair enough.
And I'm like a huge Nintendo fanboy, so I have the right to say it.
Honestly, if you didn't grow up with Pokemon, I've heard it's kind of hard to get into it.
That's fair. I didn't really grow up with it. I played Pokemon Red when I was 12.
What's happening? Oh, okay. I want to watch the last part because I still had something to say about it. So everybody just be quiet.
Okay.
I will watch that.
Okay.
When I
subjective, and I've
watched the
never
special
noticed
edition, that was
any
the
of the
first time
changes.
What?
I didn't notice anything because I wasn't like looking for them like you were.
What the fuck is this?
Read 1997.
Wait a minute, did you just use excuse of Dollars with Lost?
1977.
Oh,
but maybe you're just that kind of guy who never found value in story traditions.
Say that.
Maybe you only saw
77
flaws.
Oh
and you
my
prefer
God.
The latest and
The
greatest.
1970s,
I know your type.
like the
You'd rather be this
1997
guy
is technically
than this
better
guy.
because you can actually see the Death Star. Like in the 1977, you can hardly even see it. It's just like obscured by the Y-wing. It looks like they're flying away by from nothing.
Of a movie that read
What the hell?
1977.
Who keeps repeating it?
Okay, just
Well, like, should we end the stream? Oh, don't tell me I disconnected.
you were just looking for it. There's nothing else to say. You were looking for it.
But that means that they're there.
Who's gonna play it?
No, I just like to have.
I just hate how he's like talking down to his audience.
Yeah,
You're this
oh
guy. You're
God.
no Luke Skywalker. You're no hero.
I know your type.
I know who you are. I know what kind of a
Wow.
person you are.
God.
Oh God.
Any shred of respect I had from him as a person rather than a content creator, this has gone out the window.
He has
with that.
zero self-awareness.
God, I mean, I was just going to be like, yeah, video's bad, but yeah, I bet he's still a nice guy in real life. I don't even know about that anymore. Like, who would say that?
I know what kind of a person you are. I know your type.
I am aware of my intellectual superiority when it comes to these kind of subjects. I am the master race. You are the lowly peasant who prefers your newfangled picture boxes.
It's like
and
you
your,
can't just
your
claim that
coffee
he
makers.
knows your type. It's like
This
no.
atrocity level ignorance and projection.
Good lord! I wouldn't call it projection because he's definitely not like that guy right there. He's just being an asshole.
Yeah, seriously.
I know your type. I'm aware of your
Yeah,
growth
someone-
stunt in your mind. I am aware of your zoomer mentality because I know the value of just tradition.
Hey, RetroBlast, I'm sorry I was born in 2000 and I grew up with the 2011 version. But I mean, I like that, okay? So, like, your whole video, you're like pretending that. I mean, you're basically saying that you're saying that I am. that I wasn't even alive when the original was made.
But I mean, if he's really this pissy about it, he can just get the 2006 version.
Yeah, he's just that fucking bitchy.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're done.
On the entire
We're finished.
video.
Horrible.
No more of this.
Absolutely horrible video.
Enough of RetroBlast.
I mean, I'd say it's really bad, but he didn't really say much at all.
No, he didn't.
Most of it
Honestly,
pretty
I feel
accurate.
nothing
It's
from
like-
watching that. Like, I've watched this video before, and this is like, I'd say like, what, maybe my third time watching it, and I've still felt nothing.
I mean, he's still better than like Narrow and Blade of Media and Dr. Delicious and Cosmonaut.
I will
and
say
Animat.
that.
Oh yeah, he's definitely better than Dr.
He's like
Delicious.
he's in the better half, other than saying anything. I feel like Shafrillis is the best video that we've covered. And then because he's halfway smart, but then he still kind of clings on to the idea that like Luke and Last Jedi is good or
Yeah,
something.
he's definitely obsessed with the past a bit, you know? Evident from not only the films, but the whole Kenner's best. And, like, don't get me wrong, Kenner's awesome. But, like, modern stuff's great, too. Like, there's good modern stuff.
Well, Replica might disagree with you on that.
No, there's good stuff. Like,
There will always. I have a vintage collection, modern Gonk droid that I could show you right now, and it looks awesome.
Oh yeah.
This video.
Wait, you know, vintage means 50 years old, right?
Yeah.
No, it's vintage collection. What it is Hasbro made like a Star Wars line where they have modern like Star Wars toys on like Kenner card backs. They
Okay. What you said, Replica?
This whole video can be countered by just saying, "Well, I grew up with the 2011 version, and that is like the true version for me." So,
I mean,
screw you.
This kind of reminds me of like Mark Brown, where it's just like you don't really need to say anything to debunk the video.
I think we should cover a good video. Like we covered some.
One of these days, we should cover something that's like actually like going to be like thought provoking, something we can discuss.
I want that.
good-
Like this video of an old madman ranting about some bullshit.
Yeah.
I think next time maybe
Disney
next time we
Kingdom.
don't even do a video. We just do a discussion podcast.
I'll take it. I'm sure there's some way better videos out there.
Yeah.
What if we like found a good video? Like
Because
an
I know we
actual good video?
Yeah, we need to find
because
a
I know
good video and praise
I know
it.
one time we ranked the Star Wars movies, you know, on that one podcast.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, maybe we could do something like that again. Where we just like talk about stuff.
You're right.
Yeah, I could probably pop in for that.
We were like, it was so awesome watching us fight over which was the better movie.
Should we do like a gaming, like podcast, like kind of like EFAP gaming?
Let me tear apart Distant Kingdom. I need to tear apart Distant Kingdom.
What the hell is this? What the hell? Okay, what is Distant Kingdom?
Like, if long story short, has really bad Pokemon Sword and Shield takes. If I ever get to cover that guy, put like Lieutenant Beezukin on here.
Yeah, I'm sure we could find some Pokemon fans on here that would be willing to take that down.
Joey the Slime Boy is also one.
Yeah,
like
you and Joey will.
You guys can go ahead and do that. I'm not really interested.
Yeah, it's fine.
Me
Just
neither.
those videos by Distant Kingdom just absolutely he's basically like Plinkett but for Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire was the most disappointing game since my son.
Tomorrow,
I mean, how much more could you possibly fuck up the gameplay loop of Pokemon? Well, my son eventually hung himself.
The games are too easy now. Wow.
In a bathroom at a gas station.
Okay,
the unfortunate reality of Pokemon Omega Ruby.
Anyway, so tomorrow, I think I want to cover the good general selected the video. I think it's called
31.
Well, the real reason the last one was so divisive is also a good option. But he's like, I think Doom 2016 was better or something. I don't know. One of those two videos. But after that, we can do Doom 2016. I think more discussion based. But anyway, guys, I think that's gonna wrap up.
Wait. Replica.
Yeah.
Can I speak for a bit? If we're covering one of Fortnite's videos, we gotta bring Perp Boy. Like
whose videos?
Like is MK1 Raiden wasted potential?
MK1 Raiden.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna write my review of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Boil the water.
I'm gonna lie, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are actually like really good remakes. They're really good.
The lesson to take away from this stream is that you should not ever get like super attached to not even a movie, just an arbitrary like title is like the original of something. Like you should never become an elitist prick and go like, oh, the only good version is like the one I grew up with. Fuck everybody else. Like that.
So don't be like Replica. So guys, don't be like Replica. Have a good day.
I'm going to stream Fear 2.
You stream Fear 2.